What's up, fools? I got the whole gang in Discord, the whole board of directors. Welcome, Brent with AOB here. We're having a special session, calling in a special session like Congress or whatever. So first things first, how is the music level? I'm trying to adjust it right off the bat. So please give me feedback right now on what the music level is like so we can get that out of the way and move on to other good stuff today. What's going on, Youngzilla? What's going on, TJ? Must Watch Games, George, James, Rob, Big Dog Andy, Rob Cook, popcorn in hand. I like that famous GIF, animated GIF that shows who's eating popcorn. Is it like, it's not Chris Rock, but anyway, music's okay. All right, what's up, Ops? What's up, Shane Turner? Okay, I'm glad music's up. We know it was kind of a clusterfuck the last couple days, growing pains. So let me just say this. Number one, I am very, very pleased with how the board of directors stepped in and how we worked through it. I'm very, very pleased with how the Raised, their leadership stepped in and was willing to make adjustments for us. So let's get a couple things out of the way right now. As it stands right now, when I first came over to Raise to test them out, everything other than slots had 100% of your wager towards the leaderboard. We're only talking about towards their leaderboard. I was playing and I noticed my leaderboard amount was very, very small. So when I contacted them, they said, yes, other than slots, all originals and all live table games are 20% because of the RTP is higher than slots. So we want to make it fair. And I was like, that's kind of bullshit, you know, whatever. So what they said is, okay, you know what? We're going to give you 70% on roulette because we know that's what you like, blah, 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 blah. So then we had players come in yesterday, right, and wagering and say, and so I spoke with them. And so they opened up 70% to everybody. So across the board, and I said I would like to see Baccarat and Blackjack go to 70% as well, because I know some of you guys, do that. Okay, hold on. So you guys are now saying the music is too low? All right, I can turn the music up. I have a separate controller for how loud the music is for me. So I can turn the music up if you guys want the music louder.
No, it's just
leave the music alone, it's fine.
It's what?
Just leave the music alone, it's fine.
Oh, it's just an individual.
Okay. Yeah,
it's just me. I got bad hearing.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll set the music back to where it was. Anyway, so they're going back and they're going to let me know they're going to consider bringing Blackjack and Baccarat up to 70%. I know some of you guys had mentioned bringing originals. I highly doubt they're going to bring originals up to 70%. Okay. I think they're going to leave it at 20. Now, here's the thing that I was talking about with the board of directors, that's not really, I mean, to be all honest, it would have been a nice perk for you to have 70% on originals and get on that leaderboard that way. But like I wrote in general, if you're not on a leaderboard already, say at the other casinos, if you're not on a leaderboard, you're not losing anything over here. And I'll play it today. I actually went and played the unoriginals dice, and I'm going to go try the originals. The unoriginals dice actually moves pretty quickly, and it is a priority for them to get their originals up and get the custom configurations. What's the proper terminology for that, guys, where you customize your own strategy? Custom strategies? Custom strategies. That is a P1 for them. They are actively working on it. They've got it listed there. Now they just need to roll it out because I know it's not there. Okay. So that's that. So the 70%, the other question people keep asking is for tier levels, does the 70-20? No. For your tier ranking, 100% of your wagers counts towards your tier ranking. It's only for their leaderboard. that it's 70% for roulette. Right now it's 20% for everything else. Non-slots, slots get 100% counted. So that's right now where it's at. I'll keep working with them to see if we can get blackjack and baccarat. Although I don't know how many of you guys really wager a super bunch on baccarat and blackjack. So let me know in the chats right now if you're like, yes, baccarat and blackjack are my big heavy hitters, and that would really hurt me not to have baccarat and blackjack. If you're only wagering a little bit on it, then it's really no big deal. Our leaderboard, let's go to right now. Our leaderboard here, this is 100% wager for our leaderboard. 100% wager, okay? There is no stipulations on this. So for our leaderboard, we're taking 100% of the wager. You can see here on our leaderboard, they gave us an API. It refreshes about every 30 minutes. So if you come to our website and you're like, wait a second, I just wagered, I have another 1,000. Just wait 30 minutes or refresh the page here. It refreshes about every 30 minutes on our site for the API that we have. And you can see the winnings are already here. Corporate Noah, what's new? He's in #1 spot. So then as of right now, it's $600 for first place. We have a $3,000 total leaderboard. As we go, if we can get more affiliates and we start growing, we've already agreed with them that they will continue to, we'll work with them to continue to increase the wager or the leaderboard if the wagering and everything keeps working out. So I hope to get that up much, much higher as we go. It's just a perk at this time. You guys already know that they're also providing us with some funds for giveaways. We're not doing a giveaway today. This is kind of special session. We're just gonna chill and play. So anyway, okay. So there's that. I think there was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. I'll tell you as we're playing here. So I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I'll tell you about my bankroll. I'll tell you where we're at with the challenge and all that good stuff. But let's get right into it. First of all, let me start wagering here. So I'm not going to spoil a video that's coming out tomorrow. So I won't spoil that one, other than there were some very, very big bets on there. And then with just everything that was going down yesterday, I don't know. I just got really, really frustrated with myself and to a certain degree with Raised, and not necessarily directed at them, but it was just overall frustration. And then just some of the community members who were just repeating the same thing over and over, and they just keep asking the same questions over and over and over again. And it just got really frustrating to me. And then it looked like our partnership might fall apart because there were a couple sticking points. And let me pull up our graph here. Sorry, guys. There was a couple sticking points, and so we had an emergency session yesterday to go through what those sticking points were and go, okay, what's a deal breaker? And at the end of the day, the deal breaker was we had to at least have 70% on roulette for everybody, not just me. And they did that. They also, even though it wasn't a deal breaker and we weren't requiring it, they made the drop codes to where you don't have to wager your drop codes in order to claim it. That's just for our affiliates. That's not an enterprise-wide thing. So when you get your drop codes, let us know if you're not seeing it. Some of this may not be implemented as of yesterday because we agreed it, but it may take them a hot minute to actually get that. So your drop codes, you may have to wager that. I will let you know when we test it out for certain. If anybody does get a drop code and it goes immediately into your playable balance, let us know that it's working for you. I would like to know. So they made some concessions on their own. They've been very, very flexible working with us. There's going to be some issues, and like Smile Doctor, initially he didn't think his balance was updating. It turned out that he took that terrible, and I'm not blaming him. I don't mean he was a terrible, but as we've said in the first stream, do not take the bonus match. Any casino, don't take the bonus match. They're always fucking terrible, okay? There's so many restrictions because they're not just going to give you double your money and let you walk away with it pretty easy peasy, right? They're going to make it very difficult. So don't do it. For a couple of you, I will talk to them and see if I can. I'm not hopeful on it, but I'll see what I can do on that. But anyway, we landed. I think we're in pretty good. The last piece of business, as most of you guys already know, is I really, really, really wanted when we were for as long as I remember, when we were talking about affiliate deals, oh, you jerk. We were talking about affiliate deals, that we were talking about having funds immediately put into your account so that you could go in and check out the site and have money to play with. Now, the whole idea behind that was to have some money to check out the site and decide if you want to play it. Now, I don't really care how you checked out the site. I don't really care if you wanted to go for it and try to get your 30x rollover fast. But the overall idea was for you to check it out, not just to have a free $50, wager it, and yank your money and get out of there. That wasn't the idea. And what ended up happening is we only gave out like 37 codes, that code for the bonus, because you were supposed to make a ticket. Obviously, someone took that code and they went and shared it. And we had overnight somewhere in the neighborhood of 175 to 200 folks from the region of India. And I'm not trying to make hate. That's just the fact. And they all signed up almost at once in some manner and then tried to claim all the codes. So they had no choice but not only to shut off the codes, but to disable and yank the codes from them that had already claimed it. But they can't. It wasn't something that they're going to go through individually. So if you claimed the code and you were working on it and you got it yanked, unfortunately, it was because people are shitbags and poor humans, and they just have to take advantage of something that I was really, really excited about getting and had worked really hard towards negotiating that deal. I'm very thankful to Mark, who's the owner of Raised, and Marty and Joseph and their entire team for seeing that, not getting upset, but working with us. So what I've asked Mark, they're still in bed. Mark was up pretty late watching some, what was that game? Some sort of game championship? I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I proposed to him, give us 50 unique codes, right? 50 unique codes, give us those codes. We will hand those codes out. I'm talking to the team about how we're going to distribute those codes. I think what we're going to do, this is just our initial thoughts, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a wager race out of it. If you have not already redeemed the code and got the code, then we might put a $5,000 or $10,000 wager race on it, and the first 50 people to get to that wager will get a bonus $50 bonus code, because it's just not going to work to give it out, because it actually hurts our community if you take that code and you have zero intentions of ever depositing or ever using the site beyond the $50. That's not going to help our community, because we won't get to advance our leaderboard. We won't get to have giveaways increased and all those things. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. It will prevent people from just spamming the code and trying to get in it. It may not be a blanket, because we can do whatever we want with those 50 codes. If Mark has already said that he likes that idea, but once his team wakes up, he'll discuss. It doesn't have to be all or none. We may take 10 of those codes and offer those up in a different way. I don't know, but we will publish it. I like all 50. I know that we discussed rewarding that to some OG members, but at the same time, I'm okay with that if those OG members have also been an affiliate in the past and they're going to be an affiliate in the future and actually wager. If you've been an affiliate, but you've either just wagered just enough to make affiliate to qualify, or you're really not an affiliate who's wagering anything, again, I want to consider the entire community and what makes it better for us as a whole to grow. And I also want, Raised has been very, very fair with this respect. And hopefully you guys know something about me. I honor my word, and I don't want something for nothing. And that's why I was so much going on. I didn't want them. I told them, stop the bonus code and don't give us any giveaway money. I didn't want to take something for them if I felt like we couldn't deliver. I think we might move a table. This dude, I don't like this dude. I played with him yesterday, and I don't like this dude. Not like personally. I don't like the results I get from this guy. Why not make it member and already 5K affiliate people? Why not make it member? You mean, why not make it a YouTube member and people that have a 5K affiliate? Because you may not, you mean like take the people that are already on shuffle or on raised. Oh my God, look at this dick.
No, I think he means to take the list, people who wagered 5K on shuffle and stake, and offer them the code first. I think that's what he means.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because, well, no, let me backtrack. That's an idea. We'll discuss it with the team. I would prefer to make it a race strictly on raised, because if you're on shuffle and you already have your 5,000 Sky and you actually have zero intentions of coming over to raised, I'm not giving their money away to you just so you can take that 50 and stay on another casino. I'm not going to do it. I want them to see, hey, these are the 50 accounts that we gave that money to. Oh yeah, I see that they wagered that and then they deposited and they're going to actually be raised family, right? So that's the goal. It's not, we're already giving the previous casinos affiliates who've met the target through the end of May. So we're already doing that. I'm not gonna, so my vote for the gang is gonna be, no, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna take people that just simply already have it. It's gotta be a race to me. That and members for YouTube. No, YouTube membership has zero to do with this. Right. YouTube members have zero to do with this.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Any reason why we're doing a race and not just anyone that wagers 5K? Like why? Like, is there a reason why we're doing a race for the first 50 instead of if you just have 5K, you get the 50? So
because
there's no
we only have a limited number of codes.
But the question is what? Like, is that something from Raise that they're limiting us?
God,
like they're
damn
not just
this
gonna
guy,
give it to everyone.
motherfucker. I mean, I'll ask, but as it stands now, because it was such a big fucking debacle, I proposed the idea of just giving us 50, because I was looking at how many people have signed up, and then I just thought, out of everybody that signed up, we're roughly at around 300 people. Almost all of them have zero wagered, and I get it. A lot of you were just waiting to see how things would pan out, so this not necessarily indicative, but I can ask them if they will give us 50 at a time, and we will hand those out to the first people. That's absolutely an idea, Brad. I like it. So it just depends on what Mark is willing to do. So
okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to find out. Yeah, I wanted to find out if the limitation was from us, just 50, or it was from Raise. Because if it's from Raise, yeah, nothing we can do about it. But if we just do 50 at a time and be like, okay, well, Mark, let's do 50 at a time, and then the next 50 users that wager 5K, can we re-roll out another 50?
Right.
You know, at least we keep it limited, but we don't limit it as a race. So not everyone has to go and race for it, because, you know, everyone kind of wants that 50 because we said we would give it to you and whatever. So I don't want people to feel pressured to go and wager to get that 50, and then they'll lose more than that 50. You know what I mean? Like lose more than $50 from their own balance and whatnot. So I just don't want that to happen, so people feel pressured to race for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with any of that. So I'll ask them if they would be willing to do that. To just, and like someone else said, if we're going to go that route about it, and I don't mind if they going to put a limit on it at 50 at a time, but again, they could just give us a code and put a wager requirement that you have to be an affiliate with a wager, and then we could just give that out.
Right.
You know, that would be an option, and then we don't have to deal with it, and then they're guaranteed that people will wager before they can unlock the code. So they can't, you know, if somebody wants to farm it out like they did last time, all their people would have to go and wager $5,000. And at that point, that's probably a win for the casino anyway. So I'll work on that with them and see what we're going to do. I like that idea. On the other hand, if they don't like that idea or for whatever, and I think they will, they've been very, very reasonable. Then I don't mind the race because it's sort of like a leaderboard race, and it kind of gives incentive for people to come in and realistically, again, $5,000 wagered. Shit, you and SoCal wagered what, 15 grand in a second?
1.5.
Or excuse me,
1.5K.
1,500. Excuse me. You guys wagered
1,500 within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes. So
yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Wagering to 5,000 is really peanuts, and actually, that's even like that bar is so low.
Yeah, I know, but I took risk. Like I was betting more than I technically should be for a $50 bankroll.
Yeah.
Because I didn't just give a shit. I was like, here, if I get it, I get it. If I lose it, I lose it. Type
Right.
of thing. Like that was
Obviously,
my
I like
mindset,
the
right?
idea of, which goes back to what we initially had proposed to them, right? We initially proposed saying, hey, just give us a code, make a 5,000 wager, but then have no rollover, or have a 1x rollover on the code.
Right.
On some respects, I go, man, it was a big pain in the ass for them with this whole debacle of people of India just farming this shit out, or a group from India. Again, no hate to India. I mean, we have Indians here that are absolutely lovely people. It just happened to be that's where it came from, and it's been a big pain in their ass. So I could understand them if they want to keep the rollover, and I'm okay with that. If they're willing, I would be okay with it, especially if they give us an unlimited number of codes for new members with a 5,000 wager requirement. Then they can get the code, and then they have to do the rollover. I'm totally game with that.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it and give you guys update. And yeah, it sucks that we had people abuse it. I think that was the feather in my cap when I was trying to negotiate, was getting you guys this idea of this $50 startup to come in, and it ended up being a disaster, because part of it is they're not as big as like Stake, who can afford to get a $25 code, and then you have your wager requirement, but they don't even, beyond that, they're not even monitoring it to see how it goes, because it's really not a big deal for them. But like I said, if we're going to build a lasting partnership, which is what I really, really want, I don't want to go anywhere else.
Yep.
We're really going to need, I would rather have much fewer members, affiliates, who are actually playing. And it doesn't have to, I'm not talking about wagering like corporate Noah, but actually wagering and playing, then have like at Shuffle and Stake, we had a shitload, 80% of the affiliates signed up just to qualify for affiliate giveaways, and they had almost nothing wagered, and that's just not a good look for us with the casino. So, so unfortunately, that's unfortunately, Sky, that's not going to happen the way that you're thinking of it. I wish it would, but it's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Oh, we got Martin's doing that again. I think Martin's like watching the table and knows there's a lag, and he's calling out the numbers. Is that you who did that last time? That was funny.
I think you used him.
Yeah. Because he was like calling out like 6 in a row, and I'm just like, no, that's not happening. Yeah, next 25. Okay, you can stop now, Martin. We know the deal. We know what you're doing. Yeah, you are. You are 100%. So don't worry. We know that you're hitting on the delay and that you're watching the same wheel. So anyway, essentially, Derek, if they give us $50 drop codes, that's essentially what they're doing, is giving it to us. So yeah, we'll keep working on it and see what happens. But overall, at the end of the day, that's a nice to have. I still think our giveaways, which are now guaranteed regardless of how I do, and I'll get to how I'm doing here in just a second, and the guaranteed leaderboard money, which I really want to grow as our affiliates grow and actually wager. I think hopefully that's an incentive enough. And like I said, I posted in Discord today, listen, if you're at another site and you feel like this is not a good fit for you, I totally get it. Stay put. If you're either on a leaderboard at another site and you are qualifying way up high, playing digitals, and you're making more money there than you would here, just stay put, It's got to I want it to make sense for you to be here. And that's why through our affiliate giveaways and the leaderboard, hopefully the affiliate giveaways alone make it worth almost everyone's time to come over, Yeah,
we're giving a good amount away.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to think, even when I was even when I was losing, I'd like to think that almost 99% of the time we were still doing giveaways, even when I had lost episodes. So, but this just kind of guarantees that regardless of how I do, which I'm going to get to in a second here, and tell you how what the new game plan is. So let's do it now, actually. So here's what happened. I'm not going to spoil the details of the video that's coming out on Monday, but I wanted to show different strategies. And so it wasn't like me just wagering 5 double streets or 9 streets or some of the ones that I like. I wanted to do what I call the musical chairs, and I've done it in the past, but not to this level, where I have a list of strategies and I go down every single one, and as soon as I profit, I go to the next one, but I stay at that until I profit. Well, in the past, I was using dollar units. This was supposed to be called the big bet episode of musical chairs, and so I was putting big bets in there, and I was doing fine. I'm not going to say what happened or if I recovered or not, but I went to a high risk strategy and started with a very high denomination. Anyway, and then we just had that massive clusterfuck, like I explained earlier yesterday, and I felt really terrible for our members because it looked like, again, this isn't the first time, right? You guys, I said, hey, we're going here, and then it didn't work out. I felt really terrible about that. And then we just had idiots who were multi-accounting and people who were just asking just the worst questions over and over and over and not listening. And then, anyway, I got pissed. Not gonna die. I got so fucking pissed and so fed up with the whole thing, with all of this. None of it was fun. None of it had been fun. I felt like an asshole for thinking that I was leading you guys down this wrong path and that I had wasted all you guys' time. And literally, I said, fuck it. I came in here. I played 2 dozens, which I fucking hate. And I think that was just me being, and I literally spun it several times in a row, max bets, full on max bets. Somehow I lost everything. And it was sort of cathartic. I know it sounds weird, but it was sort of cathartic. And it was sort of this reset that I needed. Anyway, the balance that you see right here is the balance that I have. This is it. In fact, it was down to $14,000. And so I spent a shitload of time last night. I made up my mind 100% that we're doing things different insofar as how we're playing, what our focus is. And I've done it before, right? I've had to have resets before where I'm like, it wasn't becoming fun. It was becoming almost like a chore. Whereas before, I fucking loved streaming. I loved making videos. I loved doing giveaways. And then it just started becoming monitoring affiliates. And the guys are doing the heavy lifting. So it's not just about that, but making sure that everybody wasn't cheating and people coming in, not just in videos here. I get Telegram all the time. I've had several OG members chime up to me asking for money. I get random people asking me for money, and it just started grating on me to the point where it was just so much, and we're trying to do so much. I don't know. Anyway, I just got into a fuck it mode, and I just fuck it. And that's why I chose 2 dozens, I think, because I don't know. Anyway, I was down to $14,000, but I made up in my mind, I'm not bringing any more money. I've already uploaded enough money over the time. I'm taking this money, and I will get this fucking shit to $1 million. I already mapped out my plan last night. So late last night, I sat here and ground just like we're doing here. I ground for fucking ever playing small bets. I won back somewhere around $3,000 or $4,000, and then I played again this morning. So I'm up about $6,000 from 14 something to 20 something. I grounded up. That's how we're gonna play. Our live streams are going to go back to very small outside of today because I just wanted to see you. I wanted you to see what the full balance was. And moving forward, live streams, I'll probably be playing with a $500 balance. That's it. And it's kind of nice. The nice thing about it is I don't have to come up with extra money for the giveaways. I don't have to come up with extra money for the leaderboard. So I can really focus on taking that money and moving forward. I have my plan. I have no doubt with my plan. It's really solid. It's really safe, but we're still gonna have fun on there. Don't get me wrong. And that's the focus. We're gonna go back to having fun. I wanna go back to testing strategies with 10 cents. I wanna go back to head-to-head challenges like we've been doing. I wanna go back to showing at the beginning episodes that we can grind like we're doing now. We're at $180 already. We've been doing this for 37 minutes. We're at 180 very comfortably at $180, right? So, and that's what's going to be in the videos. So moving forward in the $1 million videos aren't going to be these giant, let's make $10,000, let's make $15,000. It's going to be like the 100K challenge. We have a daily target. I'm going to show that every fucking day, and we're going to go for that daily target, but I'm going to time box it this time. And if we don't get to that daily target in the time box, we just stop. I'm not going to keep playing for 2 hours and risk. We're going to time box the videos to about 20, maximum 30 minutes, and we walk away, right? And then that's it. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a pseudo low bankroll mentality, but the mentality is going to be more of this is how you win in the long run. We're going to go back to doing things right. And the difference, I know I've said it in the past, but I was saying it today on the video that I recorded that'll be coming out like on Wednesday or Friday. I've been a certified nutrition and personal trainer for almost 20 years. And the one thing that I always tell my clients, I never charged a dime for doing that. So my friends, family, or friends of friends, when I was training them is, if you're going to do this and you're going to change your nutrition, or you're going to work out, or you're going to quit smoking, or whatever you're going to do, the reason why you fail isn't because it's addictive or whatever. It's because you truly haven't made up in your mind that you're going to do this. You truly haven't made up in your mind, I am doing this. I am not doing anything else. And like when I did the 7-day fast, there was no doubt in my head, oh, this fucking guy, I told you, we're going to recover and get the fuck out away from this guy. This guy does shit for me every time. The 7-day fast truly made up my mind I was going to do it. So even though there were some tough days, there was never any doubt that I was going to break my plan. And so that's what I have here. When I was doing it before, I had that big bankroll. I was like, yes, I'm going to stick to it. Well, maybe, right? I would always, well, maybe. And that was it. And so when you throw in that, well, maybe, it means you won't stick to it. There's no well, maybe about this now. There's no well, maybe about this. This is the plan. This is how we're going to do. I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to limit my bankroll and going forward. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. We're still going to have fun in these streams. Today's just an oddball, and my head is everywhere. I know the admins and the board of director guys they're tired too. It's been a freaking toll on all of them, handling all the comments and stuff like that. So you're going to see moving forward, we are going to do things the right way. We're just going to grind. Progression's our life. We're going back to that. We're going to save our progressions. We're going to play within the progression charts. I checked it out right now. $5 gives me 10 progressions on 5 double streets if I do 2x. So if I do this, I get 7 progressions. I'm okay with 7 progressions. So we're going to follow the rules, and we're just going to grind. We're going to grind. So sorry, I'm not reading the thing. Apologies on that. All right, we're going back down, and we're just going to get a little bit. Also, I'm leaving all the giveaways, what we're going to do, when we're going to do giveaways. The gang has full control over that, so I can just focus on our live streams, just playing. So hopefully there will be as little stops as possible, and they will do the giveaways. They'll activate the giveaways. You'll see it in the chat. We'll tell you when those giveaways are happening. But I'm not going to pull up the drawings on the screen anymore. They will handle that, and I'll just keep playing, so there's no downtime and waiting periods. And then if they were doing a race, they'll say, okay, we're doing a Keno race, and that's what we'll do. So we're going to be changing things, so hopefully that's better for you guys. All right, Can, go grab some lunch, brother. So anyway, Okay, that's a lot of fucking talking. It was all this pent up stuff that I wanted, and that's why I had an emergency session today. I just wanted you guys to be fully aware of what was going on, fully aware of where I'm at with my bankroll. And like I said, this is probably, insofar as the health, my mental health, this is probably one of the best things that could have happened to me in a while in terms of getting refocused, repurposed, and going forward. And hopefully to anybody that's still a naysayer and saying I only show my wins, and I can't believe anybody's still saying I only show my wins on screen. Hopefully they're looking at this going, holy fuck, you just lost 150, I don't know, whatever it is over this last day. Hopefully they see that, and I'm showing you. I was down to a $14,000 balance. I pissed it away, you know? And fuck, because I don't even know why I would lie. Because it's my fucking money, right? It's my money. I don't have to lie about losing my own money. Yeah, so I appreciate all you guys, James, Evie, Derek. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And that was the thing that I refocused to, and I told this to the board of directors, and I know they feel the same way, is that I would rather have on my live streams and on our YouTube videos. Oh, we don't have to be here. I don't think we have to be here. Nope, we can go back down. I'd rather have 40 people in this live stream who are genuine members of the community than have 500 in here with a bunch of scabs who are only here to collect money. Seriously. So I am not focusing, not that we're not going to try to continue to improve things to expand our reach. We are, but that's going to be a lower level priority than making these streams fun again, making them enjoyable, figuring out ways to reward you guys, ways to encourage people to wager responsibly, but still wager on raised and win. And I told that to the raised guys. I said, you know what? And Mark, the owner, was pretty cool when I chimed in yesterday evening and just went, I just tossed all my money at you guys. I just literally handed you guys all my money. So have a little grace with the money that you're giving out, because really you're giving my money out, and the amount of money that I've given you is going to be enough for you to pay for 2 years worth of stuff, right? Yeah, right, Donuts? I'd rather have people that are legitimately here to contribute, to share, to learn, to chat without entitlement. And that's the kind of shit I want to reward. And so we're going to be pushing that still. All right.
Hey, Brent.
Yep.
TJ mentioned in chat that the AOB bot is still pushing the $50 sign up bonus message.
Okay. Is Terry in here, or any of you guys can get into YouTube and do that? If not, I can do it.
I'm here. I'll do it.
Thank you. So let me read with you guys. Yeah, right, Crown. We just got to get back to having fun. And I am still super stoked that we have a partner that is providing giveaway funds and a leaderboard. And we're getting one leaderboard with updated information every 30 minutes. So if you go to our website here and you're looking at this, like I said, it's updated 30 minutes. We're not having to cross check. We're not, the guys don't have to do all this crazy stuff and go, oh shit, well, Stake's not giving us the updated, or it's not working anymore. We got one leaderboard, one source of truth, and you can go here and fingers crossed. Oh my God. Do we have a new dealer? No, still this dick. Okay, not a dick. I'm just kidding, dude. I just have bad. Okay, we're gonna recover and get off of this table. Yeah, I'm glad you are Stub Boss, and from the bottom of my heart, I feel bad for those that took up the bonus offer. Never, ever, ever do the bonus stuff, the deposit bonuses and stuff like that. And if you do want to take one of those, because most casinos will have a page of their offers, don't take them. Read the fine print very carefully. Contact customer support and ask it exactly how this works. It's never a good deal. I've done it twice. That's what I mentioned. I don't blame you. I've done it twice. I did it at Bet Online and I did it at Stake. And both times I literally had to call back and say, roll it back. They took all the profits. They took their stuff. I was left with very little, but at least I said I would rather have a little left unlocked than have it all locked up and lose everything. So fuck it, right?
Hey Brent, just real quick interruption. So just a point of clarification on the website data. We do get the data every 30 minutes, but on our end, we still have to manually refresh it for the website. So
Oh, really?
We'll do that as often as we can. Right, yeah, this was something I want to talk to you about later because the API connection on Google Sheets to have it scheduled to update automatically comes at a cost, so that's something we can discuss later on.
Okay. I would think that we should be able to set the website up so that it's just pulling, that it's literally displaying information off that sheet.
It doesn't have to do with the website. It is pulling the information off the Google Sheet, but the API that we're pulling into the Google Sheet for the website, that's not automatic.
Oh, that's a manual process. Okay.
Yeah, the API might be giving us the data every 30 minutes, but we still have to manually receive that data from the API.
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll figure out. I have no doubt there's pretty easy ways, air quotes, there's pretty easy ways to create something with that API that'll automatically refresh every 30 minutes for us. Yes?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Let's see. Let me think of a couple other things. So I have a little fun. So first of all, let me wrap this up with that was we're starting over again. And again, with all that being said, I just want to say I have so much to be appreciative of. So the core members, the team, the AOB team, couldn't do it without them. They get to hear me rant and rage, and they bring me back down to earth and help me think through things. The OG members and those of you that are here that are always super supportive, it will always stick with me. Sessions where I'm like, I'm gonna go wager, and you guys are like, listen, you don't have to wager big. You don't have to try to recover all of it. Just grind it slowly. We're here to watch as long that shit, or don't do giveaways. Recover first. Don't do giveaways. I'm not kidding you. Namaste. Appreciation. That shit sticks with me forever. So thank you. Look, Magic Raven. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Magic. Now, Magic Raven, he came up and says he has a taking the millipede strategy that I submitted to Casino Matchmaker. Says he has a way of changing it. Hey, Liz, welcome. Had a modification, and I'm really interested in hearing that. And Greg said he has a hybrid between the regular 9 streets and the millipede, and I don't know what that involves because sort of millipede is the hybrid already. So that was a hybrid of my Centipede 3, right? Well, you guys know when I say you know what I'm talking about. I haven't developed shit. Strategies have been around for as long. So forgive me when I say I mean the stuff that I use. So he has one, so I'm gonna ping him today and ask him exactly what does he mean with that. But I'll be interested to see what comes, and I'm really interested to see what Magic Raven comes with. And like I said, actually Magic Raven, and I posted this and I told everybody on this, that if we take your strategy when you and I went head to head and we take them as a whole, good strategies aren't just about which one makes the most money, right? When I look at a strategy as a whole, how well does it recover is one of the most important things, and how deep into progressions do you have to go to recover and make profit? And Millipede went very deep, twice at least in that one, and Ravens didn't have to go nearly that deep and yet had a fairly close profit level. So when I take those two things into consideration, to me, Raven, your strategy is actually the overall winner if we don't look at just profit, which is a really silly way, not silly. I mean, for the challenge, I get it. That's fun and that's the way it should be. But if I were to take and go, I'm going to recommend a strategy with the progression, to me, definitely Magic Ravens is a strategy of those two, the way they're being played. To me, that's the winner. That being said, I had to take Millipede and change it. I don't play that as a positive progression. As you guys know, I don't do positive progression strategies. So that's really, to me, not the way that I would play that strategy anyway. But nonetheless, They were on a level playing field. So overall, sir, I think that your strategy as a whole actually won that competition. And when I'll have to go back and watch it again. When Greg in the final, I was doing like 5 things. I was watching it, but I missed it. Apparently, he said at the very end that he misbet or he didn't increase his bet or something. So in that respect, I think those 2 strategies, the 9 Street with his positive progression and Millipede, and I'm going to go back and watch it again, see how deep each one went into progressions. Those literally came out tied in my book. Or he possibly could have come out ahead. I'm not sure. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I got to give this to Greg. He mentioned something on his channel that some people, whether or not he actually shows wins and losses, 100%. That guy is solid. That guy is solid, man. He's honest. So I think he has, you know, what's funny is me and Greg, I think, have a very, very similar philosophy, which is we don't want to just show you guys wins. We actually want to show you the losses and how the recoveries go and what can happen. And I really get that about Greg, is that he's actually very concerned about his community, our community, and how you play. He's not going to want you playing shitty stuff to lose money. No way in hell, man. No way in hell. So anyway, there's that. Go check out Casino Matchmakers. Go check out the finale. If you haven't seen it, go watch a bunch of them. They were nail biters. I mean, Millipede, and the reason I call it Millipede Minion, if you're wondering where I came up with that name, is because it was sort of a follow the winner. It was going from Millipede 1. I call it Millipede 1, right? Centipede 1, starting at the 1st street and going to the 25th street. And upon a loss, if it hit these 3 open streets, it would flip to the opposite. And I called it Minion. Minions are mindless followers. So Millipede Minion, it's just literally mindlessly following that win over there. So that's why I called it. But it was those, literally the one with Magic Raven. It was like time was running out. I had one more spin, and if it weren't for that spin winning, I would have lost. That's how tight these things came. That's how tight those strategies are. Came down to one spin, and we all know that could go fucking either way, right? That could have gone either way. Anyway, how you doing today, Liz? We haven't seen Liz here for a while, have we, gang? Oh, no. Okay.
No, it's been a while.
It kind of goes to show, though, Brent, 9 streets is 9 streets. Kind of no matter how you play it, it's going to end up close to the same at the end.
Exactly. And I like that Greg said it at the end of one of the videos with the follow the winner or follow loser. Again, I like his mentality that we align, that he was like, statistically, it makes no difference. You may have a session where follow the winner does great. You may have a session where follow the loser does great. Playing static does great. You know, you just never know. So I really, mad respect for Greg, for Magic Raven, for their entire community. I think they are like, you know how you have sister cities? You know, I think they're our sister channel. And I'm going to call Greg my sister. I think just because I think that's funny. I don't want to call my brother channel. I'm calling you my sister channel, Greg. And
I could agree with that analogy.
Yeah, right? Isn't that cool? I think their communities and their philosophies and how they treat each other and what they're looking for really, really very closely mirror ours. Good. And there's some overlap. I don't know how many of his members are in here a lot, but either way. And when he mentioned something about, hopefully he wasn't referring to me when Greg says, hey, I also saw losing, because prior to the finale, I don't know if you guys remember in live stream, I was joking. I said, and Greg, if you win, I know that you recorded that 10 times. I hope that's not what he felt I was alluding to, because absolutely not. And I said I was kidding, but hopefully that's not what that was coming across, because that's 100% not at all a concern for mine. And it was all just for fun, right? Actually, my biggest thing is I didn't want Greg losing money on these things. And that Millipede, the progression schedule, the positive progression was so aggressive that I was like, oh, fuck. The first time when I was playing Raven, I was like, oh, shit, I don't want him losing like $900 or something. Oh, you found this one, Chris, while you're watching. See, so there we go. So actually, I guess I'm the sister. Chris says he found this channel watching Matchmaker. I guess I'm the sister. So I guess it's reversed. So Simmons, the challenge is over. The challenge is over. Unless you're talking about here. Oh, Greg. Oh, so we pretty much got EU, UK, and USA. Awesome. Now, Raven, we just need to get a couple Australians. We need to get a couple people. We need to get some other people. Well, we got Canada, right? We got people of Canada. We got Brad and other things. Montreal Jacks. We got people from Canada. So yeah, we are over. Opposeless. Wait, why are you starting over? Oh, raised weekly leaderboard. So what was the question?
The raised leaderboard.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at that. Let me put this bet down. I believe I'm still in first. There's like 8 hours left to go. Oh shit. I got to make sure I don't show a logo. There it was. All right. Here's me. There's 5 hours left. This dude's narrowing the lead. I was up about 350,000. Now I'm only up 200,000. So I really don't have the bankroll to keep pushing it, but I am currently in first. He may make a balls to the wall. I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this dude does a balls to the wall. This guy's playing slots. I don't know how in the fuck this guy, the last 2 days I've been watching him, and he's making $1,500 to $2,500 spins for hours on end. How is he doing that? How is he doing that? I don't know. That's crazy to me. I don't know. Because we all know slots all by and large are losing, right? So yeah, Young, I'm really hoping I get that 15 because that would help me with my bank. That would almost double my bankroll right now, right? That would double my bankroll from my stupidity. Oh, we don't need to wager this much.
You still got monthly coming up.
And we got monthly. So my monthly actually has gone down since last night because I played smart. So my monthly was almost 15,000, and it's because it calculates on your losses. And I played really smart last night, so it went down slightly. But
you still
overall,
have a loss back. You still have loss back that you haven't claimed.
Yeah, I got loss back I haven't claimed. Right. So that's the good news is I have some loss back I haven't claimed, and I have my monthly. There will be the next weekly. And if I can at least get $5,000 for second place here, that would be a nice bonus. But look at these two dudes. These two are fighting out, and I think they're actually, the problem is I think they're fighting it out for the slot win, which is a $20,000 leaderboard, I think. And they're trying to look at, he's fighting out for a $20,000 leaderboard. So I think this is like over here, this is just like a bonus for him. These two are fighting it out on the slots, which is causing them to run it up over here. So I'm going to cross my fingers, but I kind of have a feeling that those guys are going to possibly even take over first and second spot. But so it is what it is.
What is that birthday thing? Like, is everyone's birthday they wager that week? So like, if
this is Ray's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. So if it weren't for that slots, I almost wonder if I'd be doing a little bit better because remember, slots get 100% counted towards a leaderboard. But again, how is this dude affording $1,500 to $2,500 per spin? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
It might be that Korean Goku guy from Shuffle.
Ooh. 100% lost 25K on Duck Hunters. Oh man, were you playing the $600 spin or whatever? I did that a couple times. Or how much is that spin? $600? At least that's what I was doing. The God spin or whatever. Oh my god, the God spin.
Oh wow, 25K on Duck Hunters alone.
Zam.
Magic. It's tough, man.
Hopefully you grind that back, brother. Freak Storm pulls out, not back. Oh, you were doing a $90 and you wagered you bet $25,000. Damn. Woo. Is that so? Were you just trying to spin into a bonus? If you meet the VIP wager requirements, do you get a cash bonus? Yes. Are you talking about the VIP transfer bonus? Yeah. So like my VIP transfer bonus, I don't know how much you guys would get. I think mine, once I reached and I got my 10% wager requirement to keep my VIP, I think it wasn't huge, but it was like, I think it was like $1,750 or $2,700, something along those lines. If that's what you're talking about. I'm not sure that's what you're talking about. Oh, the bonuses. Oh, I see. So you spun in the bonuses and you got totally shafted. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a pretty good feeling like I'm going to get I have a pretty good feeling these guys, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I just have a sinking gut feeling because there's still 5 hours to go. And I know this guy can wager $200,000 in 5 hours. So I'm not dodging any comments, dude. What is his comment? What does Evie want?
I don't know. Evie, you have to understand, we can miss comments very easily.
I don't know if I'm trying to remember who else. I don't know if anybody else pushes my buttons as much as Evie. I don't know if anyone pushes my buttons for a couple reasons. He's pushy and he doesn't listen. Yeah, you don't listen, Evie. We've been talking about this. We posted it on Discord. It's been talked about so much. And then you get pushy about why I'm not answering. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to give updates and I'm trying to read as much. And mine is scrolling up, right? I don't get to just sit here and read.
No, he's saying that CFAN was racist in Discord, saying that the Indians took all the talking about the promo, the $50 promo, and that it was racist.
Well, it's not racism, it's true. Marty literally told us they can know where people were signing up from, and they were all from India.
Right.
So I don't know why he's getting
There's no racism, Evie. It's fact.
Let's maybe what we need to do is educate you, Evie, on what the definition of racism is. And it's not like they just said, it's not racism. We are literally talking about facts that gave me the statistics and said all of the bonuses that were farmed, 100% came from India. That's just the fact. And I said at the beginning of the stream, and I also said, I also understand there's a lot of great Indian. I mean, everywhere you go, there's assholes, right? Everywhere you go, there's assholes. Mm-hmm. Every country in the world. Every country you go, there's assholes. And there's always a percentage of people that will ruin, right? One bad apple ruins the barrel, so to speak, right? Oh, fuck off, dude.
A person literally.
Is this guy still fucking here? Are we still here?
You're still here.
I know.
He's
okay,
here,
I'm recovering. I gotta use the bathroom really bad, and then I'm gonna go. And now Clark just says leaked, and I gotta go to the bathroom. Let's use a different word.
A person literally said curry liquor.
Who said that? And where did they say that? Because anybody that knows me knows that I don't like that. I would say no, even if it was an OG. Oh, fuck off! This fucking guy. All right, this is as high as we go right here.
General chat. Yeah, he said general chat.
Yeah,
can one of you guys do a search in general chat and see where that came from?
Yeah, I had addressed it in general chat, but the person who said the comment did not issue an apology or anything.
Oh, did not?
Yep.
OG member? Oh, come on. Is it an OG member?
Let me see. Yeah, joined our server August 31st, 2024. So they've been around a while.
Active member?
280 messages. Yeah, active member. 280 messages in our Discord.
Can you post that in our chat here, in our mods only chat?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you. Oh, fuck you. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. This fucking guy. Why did I stay here this long with this guy? I'm going to let him spin a couple. Brent, you recovered someone. I recovered someone? He even said you recovered and to leave, but you were talking. What? Tyler, I don't, not sure that recovered means what you think it means. So where is he getting to say that SoCal is racist? Or is that a misunderstanding?
Who said SoCal?
No, he didn't.
He did?
He said CFAN.
No, he was trying to call out CFAN for saying that all the tickets were being taken by Indians. But
yeah.
that in itself was stating a fact, not racist.
Right.
Then the term that he said was said by a different member, which I have went ahead and posted a screenshot in our mod business, our mod chat. So, we can review that later on.
Right. Okay. Oh, you posted in mod chat, not here. Okay.
Okay, I know who he is.
Yeah, that's not acceptable. That is 100% not acceptable, regardless of who it is.
Yep.
All right. So, and I do agree. So, Evie, 100% that comment is, but 100% what Can said, that is absolutely not one. And honestly, that kind of attitude when someone states a fact and then they want to throw the race card out there, the problem I have with that is that ruins the actual racism that happens. Because then people get so tired of that and they get so immune because it no longer means anything if we cry. And listen, I'm not a white guy, right? I'm sort of white guy. My mom's German, my dad's Chinese, but it ruins it when you state a fact. So let me ask you this, Evie. How would you like us to address the fact? Whew. All right. Is that already reflected here? How would you like us to address the fact? Can said it's a lot of money for them. I don't think $50 is small for outside. What? I don't even know what outside people mean, but what does outside people mean? But it is a lot of money for them. Are you saying that that's not true? Because if you're saying that's not true, say it's not true. But again, it is a lot of money for them. I mean, it's a lot of money for a lot of people. So again, I don't know what your issue is with that. If you have an issue with the facts, say that. Anyway, all right. We're going to leave that alone. Listen, you guys know you got to have somewhat of thick skin. You guys know I don't tolerate racism here. You know I don't tolerate sexism here. You know I don't tolerate crude and unusually bad stuff towards anyone. Like, who was it that, if you say something to Liz, if I find it's not in good taste, I'm going to say something, right? So, and that's what we want, a safe community. And I hate to use the over term safe, right? Safe place. This is a safe zone, but it is a fucking safe zone. You should be able to say what you want, speak your mind, as long as it's not being a shitbag. Be a good human. Be a good human. But to say facts, that's silliness to get upset at facts. Listen, if they all were coming from Oregon, where I live in the US, if all of them were coming to Oregon, I would have definitely said, oh, guess what? These people abused the $50 bonus code and they were all from fucking Oregon. Nothing racist about that. Well,
yeah, Evie's saying 50 is not a lot outside of India. And yes, it's true. $50 is not a lot outside of
No, India. He's saying, is $50 a small outside of India? And yes, for a lot of places, $50 is a lot. There's certain areas where $50 is more. And you got to look at the point. So it doesn't matter if it's not or it is, the fact remains, it's a lot for people in India, which is promoting that desire to go after and farm those codes, right? So yes, even I disagree with that, like saying this is a fact here, but because it's also a fact over here, you can't say it's a fact here. No. I agree. Then leave it at that, Evie. Leave it at that, because I 100% agree that was a very inappropriate comment, and we're going to deal with it. Anyway, all right, moving on. I'm going to win one more here. I'm going to throw it on a really tiny slot so I can go grab, you get a bio break real quick. And then let's go test some strategies. Oh, you know what? I don't know if Raven is still here. Mr. Raven, if you're still here, I would love to know if you can tell me if you feel like you want to tell me what the modification is to millipede. I would love to give it a try here. Also, I'm going to do a test. With just 10-cent units. After that, I would love to hear if Mr. Raven can write that up if he feels like it. If not, Mr. Raven, we can do it another time. I am going to go. You guys all remember Roulette? He posted a video, and in that video, because remember last time he was saying, why aren't I using his system? Because my system, remember, error code. So please, when I say my systems, you guys, I don't want to keep repeating that. But the way I play 5 double streets and my progression system, he said, is lazy. He called me lazy. My system, I get the nuances, but if you call someone does something lazy, they do something, a particular thing, I mean, in essence, you're calling them lazy. Anyway, said it lazy, and so he showed, oh my God, this fucking dick. We can never just recover with this asshole. Sorry, I shouldn't be using that term. Anyway, so I watched this video, and I did a write-up, and I challenged him. You guys know me. I challenged him. Now, before I challenged him, I said, we can do a 1,000, 10,000. Obviously, I can't do that anymore. But I wouldn't mind challenging with a 10-cent, $200, $500 bankroll. I watched his systems of 5 double streets, and I'm going to show it to you today. And he said that's far superior, and he always wins. So I said, hey, come on in. Let's do a head-to-head. Same table, real money, because he's playing on Roulette Royale. I said, come in here. And let's go head to head. And you know what? Here's the thing, and I throw it out there, and I said it a million times. If you win with a great strategy, I am fucking over the moon. Why? Because you brought a better strategy than when I'm playing. Now, obviously, you have to do it a bunch of times. 1, 2, 3 sessions does not make or break a strategy, right? But I want nothing more to find something that's better than the way I play now. Who wouldn't? I'm not pig-headed. I don't say, oh, I'm sticking with this just because I do what I do, because for me, that's what works. But if I find something that works better, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. I don't remember who introduced millipede. Who was it? Was Scouse? Did you do it? Who introduced millipede? I don't remember who it did. Was that Atudo? Who did millipede? Who introduced millipede? I'm trying to remember. Someone said they took the Centipede 3, and at the time, I don't remember who that was. All right. We're going to leave this guy alone here. I'm going to put you on a static screen real quick. Okay, awesome. So that's what I'm talking about. So Scouse took, Scouse, if you watched the video that I dropped, I gave you plenty of kudos, right? I mean, I didn't claim Scouser as my own strategy. I told everybody, hey, this is the power of community. David is always constantly looking at people's strategies and offering up alternatives. That's what you need to look at. Now, David will know some of them I like and some of them I don't like, but it doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just not good for me. But there's some that I do like. I do like Scouser. I play Scouser a lot, and I'm going to go check out some of his other stuff. And you got to wake up every day a beginner, folks. Wake up every day a beginner. Okay, let's go throw a slot on real quick. I'll put it over there once we get... Guys, what do you want to play for a slot? We're going to spin in. What do you want to play? Just something 10 cents so I can go grab a break.
Good question. Lucky Penny.
Lucky Penny. Okay, let's find it. Lucky Penny it is. Lucky Ducky. I'll type in the whole word.
They might not have it.
They have it. They got it here. Awesome. All right, let's go to slots. What's up,
Mental is not a
NCS?
spinning slot.
Use Chrome 50 Plus? Oh, I see, because I'm on Edge. I'm on Edge. Just because the way I had it used to set up is Edge was on shuffle and Chrome was on stake.
Fair enough.
Because this one always had my VPN on. Okay, but I'll probably switch it up now. Although it runs fine for me here. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to here.
I didn't think it was guaranteed.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. What is this? What does this do?
That's the speed, I think.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. You're not sharing in Discord. I'm watching on YouTube.
Oh, let's see. Where do we go for the number spin or number of spins?
Hold.
Not this
automatic.
one. Not that one.
Yeah, that was it. Should have it.
What's the bottom? What's the fully bottom one in the right?
This one just does the denomination.
First denomination. Okay.
Yeah, this one just starts it automatic.
And then the A is automatic.
Yeah, but I don't see anywhere where it says maybe here.
Interesting. Maybe they don't have it.
Oh, well, I'm just going to stick it on there and I'll be right back anyway. All right, I'll be right back, folks. Just give me a few. You guys want to hear an awesome success story that kind of made my day yesterday? So, I wanted to go hang out with my mom, because as I've told you guys before, her Alzheimer's, unfortunately, is just progressing way faster than we had expected. So I really need to take as much time as I can. So I went out there, and every time I go out there, there's a city that's, anyway, she lives kind of between two cities, and the one city used to be a very rural farm town, but it's growing up, and I haven't been out there forever. And every time I go talk to my mom, she keeps telling me that they now have this new a grocery outlet and a new dollar store, right? And a Dollar General, all in the same parking lot. So thank you, Charlie. So every time I go out there, she tells me it all over, and I act like it's the first time I've heard it, and that's okay. So yesterday, I went out there and I was like, hey, why don't we go? She told me about it. As soon as she told me about it, I said, why don't we go for a field trip? So she was super excited. So we went out there and we checked out. It was a grocery outlet next to a Dollar Tree, next to a Dollar General, right? So, and I love I love grocery outlet. I friggin' love grocery outlet. So we went, checked it out. Then I'm like, hey, let's go check out your new Dollar Tree, you know? But I also wanted to go in there because if you remember, these are my hydration drinks that I get at the Dollar Tree. But my Dollar Tree, and I checked the other Dollar Trees in the next neighboring cities, none of them have it anymore. And so I walk in there and I don't expect anything. I walk back, a ray of light. I'm not shitting you. The heavens literally opened up above me and shone through the ceiling somehow and came down and was shining on this bottom shelf, this lovely bottom shelf, totally, completely stocked with these things, right? And I'm just like, So I went and got a shopping cart, which their shopping carts are kind of small, right? I mean, there's not a lot of big items in there. Oh, you picked up a couple. How do you like them? And what flavor did you get? They only have like 3 flavors. Blueberry pomegranate, which is my least favorite. They have strawberry banana, watermelon, strawberry, I think, and maybe an orange mango. So I go get one of their shopping carts, and then they have a shopping cart full of broken down boxes because they were stocking, right? So I pulled out a couple of those boxes, and then I just folded the bottoms, you know, where you pick it up and fold it so that the bottom part is closed. And I sat it down, and I'm literally clearing out the shelves. I fill up one box, I lift it up, I put it in the shopping cart, I go get a bigger box, fold the bottom up so it's to fill that thing up. I almost wiped out the entire thing. There was maybe 6 or 7 left there. So yeah, and the nice thing about this one is it's 28 ounces versus 16 ounces for Prime for the same price. And actually Prime, I went and looked at Prime at one of our large retail discount stores called Winco, and they were more expensive at Winco than they were at the dollar store. So I got these 2 giant boxes. Now, some checkers will be cool. They'll take one, scan it, count how many you have, and then just type that in like 40. She's scanning everyone individually, so I have to take them off. Fine. I put my shopping cart at the end, and as she's scanning them, I'm filling the boxes back up, right? So I get both boxes filled up, and they are freaking heavy. It's freaking heavy. So I pay for it. All right. How did we do on this, by the way? Did we do it all? We didn't lose
You're
too
in a bonus
much.
buy right now, aren't you?
Oh, did we get in a bonus buy? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just now.
Let's change this over to Lucky Penny. Oh, look, we're only down $23. God.
Oh, damn.
And that dude is spending $1,500 to $2,500 a spin. So, electrolyte field trips. That's right, Liz. That's right. So, I get it all done, and I'm gonna push the cart out and put these in the car. Well, they put those giant poles on the shopping cart. Now, originally I thought those were just so that people could see you or something. It's not. They're way taller than the door to walk out, so you can't push the carts through the door. So my mom had insisted on driving against my better judgment. I was like, I'll drive, and she kind of got adamant. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let her drive. So she gets there, and I'm like, hey mom, I'm gonna stand here by my shopping cart, go out there and grab the car and bring it here so that I can carry these boxes. I mean, they're freaking heavy. So I'm waiting. I'm watching out the sliding doors, the glass door, and I see my mom go out there, and I'm not seeing her for a while. Next thing I know, I see her drive by, and then she's like circling the parking lot. My mom forgot where I was. So I'm like, God, Brent, you idiot. Don't let her do that. So I go out front. My mom's like, where did you go? And I'm like, Mom, I was right there. We were just in the Dollar Tree, and you were going to bring the truck. Anyway, you don't push it with them because also Alzheimer's, people get angry, and there's a whole lot more than just memory going on. So finally I get her to pull the car up. I was hoping she was going to back it up. It's a hatchback. She doesn't. That's okay. So I grab the first box, and it's a smaller box, and I take it out, put it in there. I grab the second box, which was a really good sized box, and I start carrying out. I get like 3 steps out. I'm on the curb, and the bottom rips. And all of a sudden it clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm running to the car, I'm going really fast, like literally almost stepping on the bottles. It's all like pouring out and I barely get it into the car and the whole thing goes into the car, right? So I look back and I've got probably 20 bottles and some of them are rolling down the parking lot. This guy that was over there walking into the grocery outlet, he comes running over, grabs one for me. I grab him. I'm going and picking him up. And this 8-year-old kid who was walking by on the sidewalk, he stops, comes over, fills up his arms with them, and helps me put him in the car, which just gave me so much hope in humanity because most kids these days, a lot of them just won't do shit. He comes over, now it gets better. He comes over and I'm looking at this kid and I put everything in the car and he puts it in there and I said, man, you are a good guy. Thank you so much for doing that. Without even instantly, the kid looks at me with the straightest face and he says, it happens to the best of us. And he walks off. It happens to the best of us. Oh my fucking God. I was literally like fucking cracking up so goddamn bad. Happens. He just literally without it. It happens to the best of us. He was not, so not only did he help me, the kid automatically was empathetic. He automatically had EQ. He was empathetic. I was like, that is amazing. That is amazing. Anyway, okay, let's get out of this thing. All right. Did I don't know, Raven, did you want me to try that or you want to try it again if Raven's here?
I don't know if Raven's still here. I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay. If not, I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you all about. There are still good humans, Liz. It gave me a lot of hope because, and I don't just mean that generation, but even a couple generations before just aren't, I don't think they're programmed to help, you know? And that story will freaking live with me for a long time. It happens to the best of us. Almost like, yeah, don't sweat it, man. You're okay. You're not a total idiot. It was awesome. Yeah, I would love to hear it, Magic. Yeah, tell us. I always like variations. So I'm going to put you guys on a static screen again. Yeah, I bet you do, Red. I get that. I remember one time when I was working at Nike, and I went out to my car to go to lunch or something, and it was a huge parking lot, and there was a couple other businesses way over there on the other end, and I saw this guy. I'm sitting there. It was a super windy day. I saw this guy coming out with like this giant box, and he gets to the back of his car. And somehow the box drops. It was full of styrofoam popcorn. Why the fuck do we allow styrofoam popcorn anymore these days? I gotta tell you, I don't care where you stand, if you believe in environmental issues or you think it's overrated. We don't need styrofoam popcorn. Come on. I mean, make real popcorn. Anyway, there were some other people walking around that were close to him and no one did shit. So I'm way across. I mean, it was pretty far away. I'm watching him. And people were walking and they didn't do shit. So I ran hauled ass over there and stuff is blowing all over. We're trying to get as much as we can. I'm like, put the box. I said, you hold the box. And I'm trying to scoop it all up. The dude was so grateful. It doesn't take much to help. And then the other day I went to Chase Bank and this old elderly woman pulls up in her car and I'm walking in the bank and she pops her trunk and she's got a wheelchair walker folded in the back of her trunk, and I see her reaching in there, and so I just said, ma'am, do you need some help? I can pull it out. And I just know this because I needed to take one with my dad, and I know how hard that can be sometimes. And if someone sees the Strat, let me know. So I literally just said, here, let me help you. I pulled it out. This guy was driving by in this really big jacked up truck, which anyway, I'm not into jacked up trucks, but that's cool. He was so nice. He rolled down the window and was just like, oh man, that was so nice of you. And I'm like, that's a that's a shitty thing about our society. If you help someone just take something out of the back of their car and it's so unusual that people have to stop and go, wow, that should be the norm. That should be the bar, right? That should be the bar. All right, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to build the bet first so we just have it. I'm going to tell you how Roulette places 5 double streets, okay?
I don't even know what the hell styrofoam popcorn is. I never had
Really?
it. Never had it.
Oh. Think of it looking like little shapes, like little S-shaped macaroni, except about maybe 1.5 inches long by a 1/2 inch wide, made out of styrofoam. And they put it in, they'll dump it free form usually, or put it in bags and use it for packing and shipping. But they're made out of styrofoam.
That stuff.
Styrofoam nuggets,
okay.
yeah.
I just Googled it. Yeah. I see what that is. Yeah, I don't know. Do people still use that?
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Styrofoam's terrible.
Okay, now I know. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah. Terrible stuff. All right, I'm going to show you how he plays his strategy that he says is way better than my lazy.
Just figured it out. Okay.
My lazy play. So you basically, he starts with 5 double streets, and I'm going to tell you how this goes. You add a Fibonacci plus a reduction in streets. So if we lose on this one, that's always your first step of the Fibonacci, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. We'll rebet and leave it here at 5 streets. Every time you win, you're going to leave it at that unit size, and you're going to pull the double street that just hit. Okay? If you lose, you leave the number of double streets and you go on to the next Fibonacci progression. Okay? Now, I don't have anything against this strategy, but I can tell you right now, I played it on my own, and here's what happened. Because he's saying, oh, the progression's slower, you're not martingaling, you don't get so deep into the woods. Here's what happens though. If you happen to lose a couple in a row, and then you win, and you pull a street, and then you lose, and you go up next, and then you win and pull a street, you can get down, and it happens on his video, and I think he got very lucky. You can get down to, and I should just reset this so we know where we're at. You can get down, he got down to 2 double streets.
Brent, screen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
And also, Raven posted his strat, so whenever you're done with that one, we can go to Ravens.
Okay, cool. He got down to 2 double streets, as did I, because it just so happened that, and the progression started getting up there. Now you're down to 12 numbers, and you keep going on the Fibonacci sequence. And I promise you, so it's a trade-off, right? So you're going to have a slower progression, but your recovery is going to be slower, and you're pulling streets, so you're reducing your coverage as you go. I get the concept, and there's some pros to it, but you don't get anything for free, folks. There's nothing for free. There is a trade-off with everything you do on strategies. If you want jackpot numbers, the trade-off is you're going to either get paid lower on some other numbers, or you're going to have fewer numbers, something along those lines. There is a price to pay for everything. Anyway, I started with $1 units only. It got to a point where I just stopped it because I'm like, hell no. I'm only covering 12 numbers and my bet was getting decent size. I'm not going to keep going with this. So anyway, if it works, and I'm not saying it wouldn't work if you have the correct number of progressions, but anyway, we'll play it here. I mean, and the most of the time, like for example, because we're going to hit 5 double streets, and if we lose because of the Fibonacci sequence and we rebet, number one, because he rebets right here, and you win, you're going to start keeping the bet at the same and keep yanking it down. It takes, let's see, it's going to take 1, 2, is it going to take 3 at this level to recover? 1, it would take 5 at this level. 4 would double our bet, which would be 2 units. So that'd be 3 units. And you pull it down to here. Yeah, so it would take 3 wins, 5, 4, and on the 3rd win, you would win and probably profit. I'm tired. But what also can happen is when you get down and you win the second one, right? You win here, so you pull off the street that just hit, and you win there, and you're down to 3 double streets, and you lose, and you start, then you have to Fibonacci up, and maybe you win there again, but you're not recovered. You pull that street down. Now you're down to 12 numbers, and we freaking know how long 12 numbers can go without hitting. So I think I'm not saying it can't work, and I'm not saying it doesn't work well, but it's you pick your poison, right? You just pick your poison. Oh, sorry guys. Get the graph over here. You just pick your poison. It's what you want to do. I'm hoping we'll lose here. Now, agreed. If you, I think a bunch of times you'll recover if you, just like anything, right? Even 5 double streets, normally I recover. There's always going to be those situations like I had yesterday where the dealer did 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I mean, 36. It was I'm spitting. It was freaking preposterous, but you play long enough, you will see the thing that you think is improbable, you will see happen. And that's why, hence a lot of, time boxing it, playing shorter sessions, don't just sit here forever. But if you also have enough progressions, a lot of progressions and time where you can bet low, then you can usually play through those.
And then Brent, I think Magic Raven is just a different layout, because he was saying I followed the same unit size as the original. For the low end, bet 18 on 1 to 18, 6 on the 1924 double street, and then 3 on the 2527 street.
Oh, I see.
25 street.
So that's a good one for the French table.
Yeah, you got the 1 to 18 on the outside bets.
Right.
So yeah. But that's all it is. I don't think it's like a hybrid or any way. I just think it's a different way of laying.
It's just a different way to place in 9th Street. Okay, got it. Yeah, I maybe 2 videos ago, I did the same thing. It's a good idea. I was showing on the French roulette table that has Le Partage, right, where you get 50% of your outside 1-to-1 bets back. Put 6 units on either high or low, then cover 3 streets. If you want to go that route, 3 streets with 1 unit each, and that gives you the 9 streets. All right, so now we repeat. It hit a 10, so we're going to pull this 10 off. There we go. We're going to repeat. If we win this one and we keep pulling streets off until we recover, which would be this win plus 1 more win. If we lose, we keep the number of streets and we go up with the Fibonacci sequence, which would now be 2 units on these, because we did 1, lost, 1 again, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Okay, 31. So we won that one. That almost gets us into recovery, right? Now we're going to do this and we pull this one off. Now we're covering half the board. We're basically playing an outside 1-to-1 bet. Yeah, you're right, Magic Raven. That's the same thing with playing, right? 5 double streets, 3 units on low or high, and 2 units on a dozen. It's really fast. So you're absolutely right. It can be a much quicker way, especially if you're playing in a live casino. Rather than having to put a unit down 9 streets, you can put 6 units on a high or low, and then just 3 units, or 2 units on a double street and 1 unit on a street. However you want to break it up. Fact. All right, we just lost. We're only covering 18 numbers. So now we're going to go into the progression, which we're going to go 1, 1, 2. We're going to follow the Fibonacci. And like I said, I have no doubt that a bunch of times you're covering just under 50%, right? 50% of the whole numbers plus 0, you're covering 50% of the whole numbers. So many times you will hit that right now, but I think more often than not, or more often in an entire session, you're going to miss this several times and you could be getting into deep water all the time. All right, we hit it there, and this should take us into profit. We did. And then you would just set it, you would just start again. I think you guys can see how that can definitely go haywire, right? I think that you can definitely see how that can go haywire.
And do you go up a unit or do you martingale? Sorry, I might have missed that.
It's Fibonacci.
Oh, Fibonacci. Okay.
When you win, you flat bet and pull a street. When you lose, you keep the number of streets and you then continue on to the Fibonacci sequence until you recover a profit.
Okay.
So
even if you have 4 double streets, you're still doing Fibonacci.
Yeah, until you recover, right? As long as you're winning, like right now on this first level, you just flat bet. As soon as you lose, you go into the second step of Fibonacci as far as the bet. But every time you win, you pull a street, and then when you lose, you leave the streets and you go up to the next Fibonacci. Well, it's Fibonacci with 18 numbers, Ben, but it depends on how many streets you're covering at the moment. It could be 18 numbers, 24 numbers, 12 numbers. It just depends on how far you are into the progressions and how it does. Like I said, I'm not opposed to this. It's just pick your poison. That's all it is. Pick your poison.
It's pretty risky, this one. I mean, depending on your starting bet size too, right?
Right. These look good when you're playing with a really low amount of number, right? These look good when your unit. Seriously, how many of us, $100 units, and you lose a couple times and you start pulling these streets, and now I'm going through the Fibonacci process and I'm only covering 12 numbers. I got to tell you, fuck that. I would rather have a higher bet with continuing with 30 number coverage, but that's just me, right? Yeah. I'll show you what he was talking about. Chiaba? How do I pronounce your name, brother? Yeah. I'm guessing that's Italian, right? Chiaba? I'll show you guys what he's talking about so you guys can get on. What's up, God of War? How you doing, brother? I'll show you what that looks like when we get to it. Also, just to quickly, people are asking, like, does Raised have the French table? Do they listen? They have the full gauntlet of the Prague tables, the evolution tables. So yes, the reason here we get another shot at it. So we're gonna martingale, or we're not gonna martingale. We just flat bet. So in this situation, we either just keep winning and you have to win 5 times in a row just to recover, or we'll start pulling. It has the full gamut of the Evo tables. The reason I'm right now, but I'm gonna be able to go back to the French table, is before they're reversed. Their Prague tables have the higher table limits, and their Evo tables have the lower table limits. I have asked them to increase the French tables for me, but honestly, at this point, I don't really need it anymore. Okay, so we win that one. Again, we do the same thing. We're going to rebet, pull this one down, and we still have a really high probability of hitting, right? We're playing 2 dozens at this point. We're playing 2 dozens.
Right. Brian, quick question. I know the 9th street that we were talking about. You can do that today, or you're still going to leave that for tomorrow?
The 9th street, what are we talking about?
The software, with the hero progressions. Follow the winner.
Are we talking about clever bets?
No, the software that I was using.
Oh no, let's definitely do it. Let's go.
See if you want to do it today or tomorrow. That's all. I don't.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it both.
Okay, but do Chiaba's request first.
Yeah. No, I'm going to show because I want people. I know a lot of people don't understand what Raven was talking about. Let me know, Magic Raven. I'm hoping you're okay with me just abbreviating your name. So I'll show so people can get a visual of what we're talking about. 'Cause I'm a very visual person too. Member stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's a member-only stream.
Yep.
All right. So now...
Yeah, so let's show it today, I guess, for everybody that's not a member.
Yeah. And we're going to do it. I want to do these multiple times, right? Because, again, 1, 2, 3, 5 sessions does not make or break. You could have easily 3 bad sessions in a row. Unlucky.
I agree.
Yeah. So let's give it a go. And I just want to see, he put a lot of effort into that tool. So
he did.
Yeah. He put a lot of effort into it and made... Yeah, it was initially hard for me because I'm colorblind too. So when he was like, oh, want to see this? I was like, fuck, red? Anyway, but there's only red and black. All right, we recovered and should be profitable.
You can differentiate red and black just like here, right?
Yeah. No, red, if it's only 2 colors, it doesn't even matter if it was green and black, as long as I can differentiate. And black is easy to differentiate. Now, sometimes if the numbers are really thin, it's hard for me to see red. Red is if it's a nice deep red, it's really, that color literally is tough for me to even see. Okay, let me grab that tool real quick, folks. And I was going to show you what Magic Raven was talking about.
Magic Raven first, and then that tool. Well, you have to download it. So just download it in the meantime, I guess, unless you already have it downloaded, the latest update.
I do, but I'll just, yeah. Okay, so what he's talking about is you come to 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can do it a couple different ways on the opposite end. You can either go 1, 2, and 1. Now, let me read it. Or you can do 3 individual streets, but they have to be on the opposite end of 118, and then you can flip it. I think this is the way he was doing it, or was he doing?
No, he put 19 to 24 double street, and then he put the 25 to 27. So 28, 31, 34 is all exposed.
He put the 19 to 24 double street, and then what?
25 street.
Oh, okay. So same thing, just which double street and single street he chose to cover.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll show you what he's talking about. So what we got is 6 units here, and there's 6 streets. So this is essentially putting 1 unit on 6 streets. We got a double street here, which is covering another 6 plus a single. That's a total of 9 streets. So what Brad is saying, he's that Raven was talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and then covering 2 double streets, or 1 double street with 2 units, and then 1 unit on a single street, which effectively covers 3 streets. Now we have basically centipede 1, right? 1 through 25, these 9 streets. It's another way of skinning the cat. And especially if you're at a busy table, guys, and let's say you're sitting at this end of the table, the high end or the low end, it's a lot easier to throw 6 chips here and then either give the dealer 3 chips and say put 2 on here and 1 on here, or 3 individual streets. If that makes sense to everybody, right?
Yep. But you just have to be careful with table limits, right? So you might not be able to do that if you're a low roller.
Right.
Brent was doing his 5 double streets doing this way, using the dozens or the high, right? But I wasn't able to because I was doing table minimums just by playing inside, right?
Right.
So just be wary of that.
Right. So I think, and what Brad's talking about is, I think at the time the table limits was $25 or $50, right? So if you play inside 5 double streets, you can get away with $5 units and a total bet of say $25. Let's clear this out. But so I'm going to put 3 units there and 2 units here. This is one way of doing 5 double streets. It's leaving basically 19 through 24 open. What I was doing is I was putting 25 units, so $75 here and $50 here. I was able, because table mins, remember, these outside bets, the columns, the dozens, and the even money, every one of these squares has to have the table minimum. Inside, it's the total of your bets have to equal the inside minimum. Okay? So if the table minimum's $25 and you want to place $5 units, you can't put 3 units here because it's only $15, and then you can't put 2 units here, it's only $10. But you can put $5 units in here and get $25 and meet that table min. So anyway, that's that. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Raven. I appreciate that. It's always good to show better ways, because what drives me nuts is sometimes I'll see some of the other channels where they're get some strategies submitted to them, and they'll literally like put 1 unit on all these streets, right? On all these individual numbers. And I'm like, why didn't you just put 6 units here, 6 units here? Or they'll put 4 units here and go, why didn't you just put 4 units here? Now, for me, the caveat, I always make sure I tell people this, is when I play Mickey Mouse, I put 20 individual chips on 20 of these numbers. The only reason I do that is so that when I go to the second progression where I put 1 unit on these 5 non-overlapping corners, I can visually just look at it. So it's purely a visual thing. It would be way easier to put 4 units on these 5 corners, right? Then let's see, do I have Mickey Mouse here just so you guys can see what I'm talking about? Yeah. And I'm gonna pull this bet here, but you can see I put it there. All right, we're gonna pull the bet. So I only do that visually so that when I look at that, I know immediately I'm on first progression. If I put 1 and we have the Mickey Mouse symbol, I know on the second. And if I have all corners covered, the overlapping, then I know I'm on the third. Okay, let me pull open that tool real quick.
And I was playing it on this table, I believe. I believe you're on Roulette 1. This one has been pretty decent for me.
Okay. Let me pull that up. So, what is the name of the strat? Adnator, right? Yeah, Adnator.
Yeah, Adnator. 9 streets, follow the winner. That's the name.
Okay, he made this tool, pretty nifty, and he revised it several times to make it easier and easier. And we did show this one time, but I was having too much trouble following it. So what you do is, let me just put it here to begin with. We're going to enter in the previous numbers, right?
There we go.
So we're going to start, I don't know, we'll start here at the 0. So 0, 16, 17, 29, 10, 17, 10, 17, 20, 29, 10, 17, 3, 1, 11, 3, 1, 11, 33, 15, 16, 33, 15, 16, 33, 15,
no, 6. Not 16.
Can I undo? Oh, undo. 6, 30, 22, 30, 30, 22, 30, and 16. Okay, so now we have all these. Now it says, don't bet yet. I need more numbers to identify the last 9 streets. So apparently there were multiple numbers on streets. We should have started again. So we'll wait for a second, get a number here, and we'll enter it in. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm trying to figure out, you'll have to help. I mean, I haven't run this yet. So 17, that's not going to do it either because 17 and 16 are the same streets. But are all the ones that we're supposed to bet on, are those going to be all in red?
No, they're all the black bold numbers are the ones you're going to bet on.
So you can see we only have 8 black bold numbers, and you're betting, this is the name of the street, right? The 1 street, the 4 street, not the 4th street over, but the street with the number at the base of the street. That's what we're calling it. So the 1, 4, 10, 13, 16, we're waiting for another hit to give us our 9th street. That's not going to do it either. So I guess if you're going to start this, you're going to have to wait or go back. The further you can go back in history, the better chance you're going to have, right?
Yep.
So I posted in Roulette Talk channel 50 to 5,000. AOB, is it possible to hire you to play for you? Why would I want to hire you to play for me? What does that even mean, hire you to play for me? You want me to pay you to give you money to play for me? Why would I do that? Oh, we still can't go. Thumb Beach.
Yeah, you need either 7, 19, 22, or 34th Street.
Yeah.
But that just shows you that right now she's biased. That she, she's been hitting just those 8 streets.
Right. Right.
A lot.
How many times have you played this now?
Like 3 times. But I think this table is pretty good. Like the bias of the dealers are pretty spot on.
Consistent.
I would say. Like they do hit frequently the streets that they do hit. I mean,
oh my God,
random,
a 2.
It could be the woman. It could be the way they spin the ball. I don't know, but it's not just one dealer. Like I've played with different type of dealers.
James, it's here in Discord under our roulette strategies by Adnator. That's where it's at. And the tool is an executable file, because originally he posted like a Python script. It was like, here's a Python script, and Brad was like, what the fuck are we gonna do with that thing? And I was too. I'm like, are you kidding? I gotta go down. And he's like, all you gotta do is download Python or something. And I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, who's doing that? All right, 4. Shit, where'd our tool go? All right, 4. We still can't bet. Dang.
Predictor is
Okay.
now following. Thanks for the follow, Roulette Predictor.
Yeah. What's up, Roulette Predictor?
That's on Kick, I believe.
Just play 8. Yeah, I could just play 8 for fun of it. That would be a good idea. Since
I was gonna say you can just play 8 for now if you want.
right. Let me move this over
I was gonna
here.
say that, but I was like
33. All right. Will this give us? Nope. So I'm gonna go ahead and bet on this. I'm gonna have to move this over here. So we're gonna do 10 cents on the 1, 4, 10, 13, 16, 13, 16, 22, 28, 31. All right. We're going to bet on those because that's all the streets that are bolded here on black for 8. And we'll see what happens. I'll enter in the next one.
And then for you, if your stop loss is like 200 or just a bit over, that gives you 5 progressions, which is $230. That's hero progression,
right.
Of course.
You only have one option for USDC on raise, and that's ERC20, Ethereum. So you only have ERC20. You only have one choice. So Freakstorm, when you go into your wallet and you want to deposit, you select USDC. There's only one network choice besides BEP20. You don't do BEP, but ERC20. That's going to be the network. Just as long as you match it up, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
32. We're going to just keep entering in these and keep going. Oh my gosh. This is crushing it.
ERC20 doesn't show, but Ethereum does. ERC20 is Ethereum.
It's the same. Yeah. ERC20 is Ethereum.
BEP is low fee. BEP is low fee, but the problem with the BEP is that most of your, I guess, not exchanges, but wherever you deposit your money or withdraw your money to, wherever you withdraw your money to your bank, so like Coinbase or Kraken, like those type of exchanges, they don't support BEP to deposit.
Yeah, it's not as widespread.
So if you want to withdraw from the casino to Coinbase, let's say, they don't have that BEP20 network, so it doesn't help you.
They have USDT, so you can choose USDC or USDT. They have most of the major common coins, so you can do USDT to NCS. So either one, and they're both tied to the dollar, so they're both stable coins.
Yeah.
All right,
but just when you guys deposit, make sure you can withdraw on the same network, because they allow deposit in some networks, but they don't allow you to withdraw in that exact same network. It's a little weird. So
all right, we finally have one that's not there, so we're gonna rebet and we're gonna add 34. So now we have all these and 34. Now what I'm waiting to see, because he added something, because I was telling him,
Martingale, Brent, at least Martingale.
What I told him last time is, it's too hard if all you're going to show me is the streets to add, to look down here and find the one that you're supposed to take off. He's added that now. So if one of these other open streets get hit, it will tell us to move. So I'm going to hit 13. That's not going to do it because we are covered on 13. And I'm going to rebet. And I'm going to enter 13 in here. But because that's a street already over there, nothing has changed. It'll come up with a message saying, take off this street and move it to this street or something along those lines. Right, Brad?
Yeah, it would be right. You know, where you see where the 1-4 street is? It'll be right below that. Right. There'll be like a little message saying add and delete.
Yeah.
So it'll tell you which one to move.
So he did a good job because I was complaining so much.
You weren't complaining. You were giving actually good feedback.
Oh, okay. 0.
It made the software better.
And 0 does not do anything.
Repeat. Nope.
So I did enter it in there. I did put 0 in there, but it's not going to change anything. So we'll keep going. I do $15 profit with $300 in Baccarat, BIY, just 30 days, and I lose my discipline. I know how it goes, brother. I know how it goes. That's why I think I'm the same way. That's why I finally last night had to sit down and go, enough's enough. I'm making up my mind. This is the way I'm playing. End of story. All right.
Yeah.
So we're doing really well. We're doing really, really well. Could this be the Rosetta Stone to unlock the 9 Street secret?
9 Street secret. does pretty well for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I've lost was 3 in a row.
That's good on 9th Street. That's really good, actually.
Yeah. But you remember, I was doing hero progressions, right? So I had a lot of ups and downs. I had like up and down 4 times in a row. So that would hurt someone playing regular 9th Street progression.
All right, we have a change. So it says, I'm going to repeat it. And then it says, delete 10 and add 25. So we're just literally going to take the 10 street off and move it to the 25. Brilliant. Beautiful. So much easier with this on there. You don't have to go up here and go, okay, which one am I removing? This tells you. Delete the 10, add the 25. Perfect.
Yeah. Did you double up?
I did. Yep. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I didn't? Okay. Did I still have 4? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I'll double up next. 35. So that message went away because I make no changes now. That message went away. So we're going to repeat it and double up because we didn't double up last time. And I'm just watching this graph for recovery before we reset.
Yeah, the only thing is you can't use saved bets with this, like the favorites.
Right.
That's the only thing. So like when you come back to base bet, you have to re-put everything down.
Right. You could just save your base bet of 9 streets and then move the whatever streets need to be moved.
I think that takes actually longer.
Really?
In my personal opinion. For me.
All right. So it says delete 28 and add 19. So we're going to take the 28 to the 19 and double. Okay. Let's see how it goes.
Now, like I said, my graph doesn't look anywhere near like this when I showed it to Brent guys because I was playing hero. So just be worried.
Yeah. Yeah. George is saying they can add this. I
told Brent, I told George, I told you this is what I wanted. I told you 9th Street follow the winner. That's why I said prioritize raised and then focus on this. This is what I was talking to you about.
I don't care. I just like Centipede 3, but yeah, I mean, I know people would like this thing, and for those that like playing this, having in clever bets, this is sort of like playing Virus or Fibonacci, where it can be very difficult to get your bets down in time, or remember where you're at, or remember to martingale on losses and switch streets. That is the beauty, and we are now. I would bring my bets down, and that's the one thing that gets difficult with this thing is not being able to bring our bets down and get our bets placed in time. Possibly. But it could have been done. If I had this up and ready to go, I mean, it's pretty easy to see the black bolded letters and place those 9 streets. So Roulette Predictor is saying 6, 27, 13, 16. What is that? 6, 27, 13, 16. All right, we got a 1. So I'm going to redo all my bets. So now we're going 1, 4, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 31, 34. All right, piece of cake.
I think you missed one number when you inputted them in. I think you missed 19 or the 20 or something around there. If you look at your history.
1, 32. Oh yeah, there's 19's not there, but luckily it's the same as 20.
Yeah, same as 20. Yeah.
So there's 20 again, so that doesn't change anything.
It matters because of when they move the things
down the line. Yeah, right. And that's again why clever bets. It's not gonna do what I'm doing here, right?
Right.
It's not gonna. Yeah, life hacks. Are you drunk? Are you okay, brother?
Yeah, because you're just typing all over the place.
What's the best bankroll to win $10 a day with low risk? I mean, it depends on how long you're willing to play. Oh yeah, there's a 9, so that just changed things, and it does. So we're going to delete 22 and add 7. It says we're going to rebet, delete 22, and add 7 and martingale. I mean, it just depends on what strategy you're going to play. And how long you're at? 5 hours in a day to make $10? Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
I think you have too much money on the thing. You're supposed to be 90 cents and $1.80. I think you have somewhere extra.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, what do I have here? 147, 13, 16, 19, 13, 16, 19. Oh, 22 unit wasn't supposed to be there. But I'm glad we did. 22. All right, delete 16 and add 22. We're going to rebet, delete 16. There. So it worked out.
Lucky.
I just lost 6 straight bets on the roulette chair strategy. A hell of a lot of repeaters. Yeah, that's the problem, right? If you on that one, if you like win, lose without recovering, every time you win, you're going to be pulling a bet. So you reduce your coverage, and then you're going up a progression on your next win, but then you're pulling another one. So 8, stay the same. Oh, we could come down. I'll just leave it there again. It's only $1.80. I tried playing with that, not fast enough. I wish there was a way to pin that program. There is a way to pin it. You get, watch this. I'll show you how to do it. You get
Power Tools.
Power Tools.
Yeah.
Yep, and it allows you to control window T, I think.
Yeah, no, control or window. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll show you here in a second. 28. So now it says delete 13, add 28. Delete 13 and move this over to 28 and Martingale. Okay, so Power Toys, let's see. Control Windows L, I think.
Whatever thing you have.
Yeah. So control Windows L, and you can decide if you want a colored band around it. Mine's supposed to have an orange band around it. I'll have to go see what happens. Now it's pinned. Now it's pinned. So when I click on the screen, you see it's still there. So we'll just move this up here.
It's free. You just gotta Google it.
Yep, Power Toys is free. We rebet.
Or toys, yeah.
You guys
and
still
there is
see
the orange band around the window.
Oh, is there? Okay, the orange on this background's hard for me to see.
It's all right.
So we'll shrink this down a little bit for you guys so you can see the whole thing. But yeah, Power Toys is awesome. They've got several cool things. There's a whole bunch of features that you can enable or disable, like window gridding, setting up window grids to automatically do what you want it to do. We just said 11. It didn't say move anything. Oh, there, I had it covered. Delete 4, add 10. Delete 4, add 10. Double it up. So yeah, Power Toys. I'll actually open that up for you guys. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
100% free, like Brad said. It has all these things. So always on top, window control L pins the window on top. And then you can go into the settings and choose the border thickness, what color you want it to be. Let me show that here. So I clicked on it. Let's go back. This says launch. So you click on always on top, brings you to this screen, and you can choose the shortcut. Look, you can choose this, the opacity. Let's make the border thicker. There you go. What did we just hit? Oh, it hasn't hit yet. So you can do it, and here you can see it's kind of opaque right there. So I can get rid of the opacity if I want. So it's a solid, which helps me. What did we just hit here? 0. So we're not going to make any changes. Well, we're going to martingale. So yeah, very, very, very cool and powerful thing. Why Windows doesn't have this built in, who knows? I mean, I would think that this would be a great thing for Microsoft to purchase Power Toys and integrate it right into their system. All right, 18. So now it says delete 25. We're getting our ass kicked right now. Delete 25 and add 16. Now she decides to hit all the open wax. Yikes. All right.
Yeah, see, that's why with me with hero progression, like I wouldn't have gone into this craziness. But I also have a lot of risk.
Yeah, because we would be. How many losses is this right here? This is
none in a row. Oh, how many in a row? I don't know. You can't tell from this graph.
There we go. All right, so 23, and we're gonna repeat. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. But you better know what your progressions are on that thing, because it gets expensive ridiculously quickly.
Yep, that's why when I was playing with 5 cents, I gave myself $115. That's it. That's my
right.
progression.
How many progressions does that give you?
5.
5.
I've busted on 6, so it's.
Yeah, I busted on. I'm trying to remember what I busted on too. I busted on, I think, 7.
On hero progressions, 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 7.
We are going to enter in. What did it just hit? 14.
Oof.
So delete 34. And move it to 13. All right, we're not going higher in this, folks. We're not going higher in this. She is just whacking the crap out of us here.
Oh, yes, we are, Brent. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, gosh. Guy in third is about ready to be second. Oh, that means they're making tracks on me. That means I probably... What am I? How much am I up, Stub? Am I only up like 50, 70, $100,000? If... Oh, my gosh.
No way. Again?
Wow. All right, delete 19, add 25. Delete 19, add 25. This will be it. Luckily we made 300 something earlier. So
you're still in the lead by about 200K.
Okay, phew. This is why I say to me these are more complicated than they need to be. That's me. If it works for you, absolutely do it. I don't believe in this. You guys know my philosophy on it. And right now it's kind of proving the point. There we go. Let's see. We just need a couple wins in a row, lady. Come on. Which should not be hard. We're covering 3% of the board or whatever. Well, it's not that the system is any worse. It's at a minimum, it's just as good. That's right. At a very minimum, it's just the amount of work. If you're going to do it manually, just maintaining it and be vigilant. If it's in Clever Bets, though, then it's no different, and Clever Bets will handle it for you. Super anxious. And by the way, phew.
When people say a lot of work, I call you guys lazy when you guys are betting. So, see, this is what we were talking about yesterday, Brent. Lazy bettors versus lazy people are two separate things. If people think this is a lot of work, then you're just a lazy bettor. That's all.
Dad, but then you're calling me lazy.
No, I'm calling you a lazy bettor. I'm not calling you as a lazy as a person, because you cannot be lazy as a person in general, and you're not a lazy person in general.
All right, so but in this aspect of my life, you're calling me lazy. In this area.
If you don't like moving one street, then yes, that's lazy.
25. There we go. We got recover. It's not that. It's just that to me, you have to pay too much attention, and you can't screw up, right? You can't.
I agree.
You can't do it, and I wouldn't mind it. I don't think it's lazy if I felt like there was a benefit. If there's no benefit in my mind, then it's not being lazy. It's not worth putting that effort in with the added risk of screwing things up. That's me. Yeah, James, according to Roulette here, I'm lazy. Yeah, I'm a lazy bettor, or same thing. I mean, I get what Brad's saying. It doesn't mean you're overall in your entire life lazy, but in this particular area, they're saying that could be lazy. Yeah, I disagree.
I'll put it this way, Brian. I'm a lazy person at cleaning my room. I'm a very I cannot care about cleaning up my shit. I'll clean it up maybe like once a week or something. But would I clean it up like every day? No. But when I'm at work, I'm not lazy. I'm a perfectionist actually at work. I'm like the complete opposite. I don't cut corners. I do shit. Even if it takes me longer, I'll get it done. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean, guys. I'm just saying lazy bettor is a lazy bettor, but it doesn't mean you're a lazy person.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, I disagree that I don't consider myself lazy with it. I just don't see that the effort is worth the risk,
fine.
Right?
That's different.
And I feel like for me, the risk, there's an unnecessary risk for me because, especially when I'm talking and doing stuff, I'm prone to missing things. And
yeah, no, that's fine. I get it. Yep.
All right. Okay, so it says
I'm just trying different things. That's all for me, because I got screwed over by playing like what was it? I was playing Centipede and I lost 6 times in a row, busting, right? Because I was just keeping it static. So I'm like, okay, well, if you move things around, maybe it's better. But I'm talking about hero progressions, right, guys? Like I'm just playing hero. I'm not playing your regular just double up, because when like I was telling Brent, I literally went back and forth, win loss, like 4 times in a row playing this. So yes, is this any better than playing static? No, it's not. But for hero progressions, maybe. Because the only reason I say maybe is because dealer has bias, right? Just like the other day when Brent lost like 10K. It literally just hit first street and the 12th street 5 times in a row, guys. We saw it, right? So same thing, if I was playing Centipede 3, I'll be getting crushed. But if I was playing this system, 9th street, I wouldn't have lost 1 bet whatsoever. By the time he started hitting those streets, I would have won 6 in a row. That's why I'm trying hero progressions playing 9th street follow the winner, because of shit like that. Because of dealer bias. That's all.
Fair.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I like David. You can't come in late and go, I'm surprised you haven't said anything about it. You weren't here. You obviously weren't here. We talked about it for a long time. We have Magic Raven. I don't know if he's still here, but Magic Raven was in here. We were talking about his strategy, which I'm definitely going to play with his strat. Oh, come on, lady. My goodness. I swear to goodness, though, lately, I'm not getting the ratios at all, anywhere close on these. I mean, it's just really scary that 9 streets, 5 double streets. I'm not getting the ratios I should be getting lately on these tables, on the Prague. So I'm probably going to go back to Evo. I have better luck on the Evo tables than I do here for whatever reason. And it could be, it most likely is just 100% coincidence, right? On the happens times that I play. And I'll probably end up having the same overall luck, but it just feels like that. Yeah, so we discussed it in Link, my friend. Like leaving paper here and there, yeah, right? What's a hero progression? So that's what I called it, because Brad was coming back with 9 Street saying, hey, I got this progression where no matter how deep you go, 1 hit on 9, this is a 9 Street system, 27 numbers, 1 hit gets you back into recovery even. Oh, fuck off. This is what I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. These tables, look at, we're 2 and 3. And it's not like just a couple, but anyway. So his progression goes 3x on the first loss. Then every loss after that, you go 4x, a double-double. But the good news is, no matter how many progressions you go through, as soon as you hit once, you're back even all the way back out. And I like it. I do like it if you... Ooh, he is flirting with those. How is this possible? How is it always possible to be right next to those 6 numbers? So you just have to be very careful, and I'll pull up my spreadsheet because Brad has one. I created a hero progression sheet too, just so I can see it. I'll show it to you here. Hero.
Oh, Red is a huge fan of the hero progression. Let's go, Red. Appreciate it. I got a fan.
So to give me some more give me a couple bit more, I modified it. It goes the 4x, the 3x, the 2x. It steps back down. Bug! Are you serious?
What just happened? Did you lose?
She is terrible, man. She is freaking terrible. Look at this. 13, 2, 1, 0. Goodness gracious. We are 3 and 4. All right, we're done with this table. Man alive. Let's go over to the Evo. I got to start playing more of the Evo tables. Those Prague tables, I don't know. I just have not done well on those Prague tables. I feel like they just follow me. Let's go play French. And what are the table limits here? I'm trying to remember. It's only $5,000 table limit, which is more than enough for me these days. And I like the way their favorites go here. But you can't build a bet. That's the one thing I love about the Prague is the build a bet. Build-A-Bear.
Agree.
So nice. All right, we're gonna go lazy betting here in terms of chip placements. And
yeah, you're not doing a follow the winner thing, so yeah, that's fine.
And let's see, 5 double streets. We can get rid of this.
I'm definitely not a fan of their chip units.
Okay, and we can definitely get rid of this 5,000. Won't need those anymore. All right, here we go. And save the last bet.
Jason, yes, he is, but he lost quite a bit, and now he's back to whatever you see on the screen.
All right, here we go. I'll pull up that hero progressions again. So basically, you can see on these first recover you in one hit, but you can see on a 50-cent bet. By the time you get to this level, I mean, that's a $2,592 bet. This is $864. But like he said, you don't have to spend multiple times at these levels. One time gets you all the way back and gets you back to downsize your bet very, very quickly.
Go back to base. Yeah.
Back to base.
Then you go back to base.
Right. So what I did is, so when I was looking at it, because I was putting into my bankroll when I was playing clever bets, I wanted to give myself the highest. So if I go 4 here, you can see how much bigger the bet is. I mean, $55,000. Ooh. So I actually like the 3 4 4 4 3 3 2. Whether it's better or not, I don't know. But it worked out for me well. I ran that and it did pretty well. So who knows? Who freaking knows? All right, we're down 610 with this guy.
You got quite a grind to do.
I am absolutely working towards $1 million. I'm going to go look down really quickly here to the weekly race. Where are we looking at? Drum roll. All right, we're still holding about a $200,000 lead, $220,000 lead. This hasn't changed a whole lot. I thought someone said that this guy flipped up on this guy, but it looks like they're either going back and forth or something. They're really neck and neck. So I'm just praying that I can hold on and get that $15,000 and that they don't go bananas. Now, my other saving grace could be that if they're considerably higher here on the slots, these two, where's that other guy here? I think it's this guy. No, he was a diamond. I don't see him up there on the slots. So if this guy here, he's comfortably in the lead. He may be slowing down at this point. I'm hoping. Anyway, I'm hoping. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not wagering a lot, but I'm wagering something. What I did yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember, is I bet on 35 numbers. And I only did it like once or twice. I would jack up a pretty big bet once or twice on 35 numbers. Luckily, I won all of them except one. And luckily that one, I was betting like 5 something grand. That one that I lost and I was leaving 25 open, I took my bet down to 1,000 something, whatever it ended up being. And so then I just went back to straight 5 double streets and pulled that back pretty quickly. So, all right, George, have a good one, brother. Have a good time with your wife, man. Thanks for being here. I'm number 597. Don't think I'm going to make it. But what do they have, 100? Is their leaderboard 100 people?
Not sure.
Ooh, I got to stay off this thing. I can't risk that. I can't risk I've already risked too much. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this anymore. We can't risk a strike right now, because then we would have to sit out for, technically we'd have to sit out for 3 months. All right, there's a loss. All right. All right, Shane Turner, have a good time with your daughter, man. That's important time. Enjoy it while she's young. How old's your daughter, Shane? Are we talking young? You don't have to give me an exact age, but is she pretty young? Is she teens? Where is she at in her life? 100 spots, okay. Run a wager strat at the same time right now? Yeah, I could. I don't really run wager strats in roulette. I mean, I could do like a Romanovsky, if that's what you mean by a wager strats, or what do you consider to be a wager strat, Donut? What's your favorite wager strat? She's 5. Maybe. Oh man, fantastic years, my friend. Enjoy that. When my daughter was between 2 and 4, those were just, everybody said terrible 2s. I don't know. My daughter was an absolute joy to be around at 2. She was such a ham. She was so funny. Oh, on digital. Oh, I see. I could run my AOB strat. Oh, they don't have the advanced options yet. All right, we can go back down. They don't have the advanced options. Yeah, I bet she's fun, man. Enjoy some daddy-daughter time. I used to take my daughter, because we have the property out here. We used to walk around the pasture and just call it a walk and talk, and she and I would go out there. That was the days when they were young, when you hold hands, and I think it's naturally because kids like to do it, but also a way to keep up, because we tend to walk faster with bigger strides. They skip. And I see kids do it all the time. And I remember when my daughter, we'd be walking and he'd be skipping while we were holding hands. She'd be skipping the whole time. So awesome. All right, Charlie, go enjoy a movie. What movie are you watching? I'll tell you guys a fantastic movie that my daughter and I just watched. Let me tell you what it is. It's called Flow. If you haven't seen it, it's called Flow. It's an animated movie, and it follows a cat. It's really well done. Oh, Avatar 2. Okay, that's a long movie. So enjoy your next 3 hours. Have fun. But go watch Flow. What happened is my daughter said, can you get this new vampire movie called Neferatu? Oh, it's getting all this review. Yeah, FLOW. It's an amazing movie. It's really touching. They did a really great job about it. There's no talking. It's the animals, but they meow and they do all their things. It's very, very enjoyable to watch. She wanted me to get Neferatu, which is like a vampire movie. Oh, all these people are saying such great things about. Oh my God, to me that was one of the shittiest movies. We literally shut it off. I can't get the 45. It's like a 2.5-hour movie. Yeah, 2025. Let me see here. 2024. 2020. Yeah, Nosferatu. Oh my God, I hated that movie. We both hated it. I thought it was just terrible. I almost thought it was a satire at first because it was so freaking bad. The guy who was Dracula, his accent and the way they hammed him up was so over the top ridiculous. It was dumb. But that's just me. So the Flow is a really touching movie. It really is. It's a good movie. And there's times when you just go, when the cat is meowing and you're like, oh, help him, because the behaviors that they put on the cat and stuff are like spot on the way the cat does things. I mean, it is spot on. Okay, you're in Romania, huh? Yeah, I just thought the movie was really cheesy, and I felt like they tried to make it too unique, or I don't know. They tried to be all clever with it and kind of make it, I don't know. And I don't know. Has anybody seen Neferatu? Has anybody you guys seen that movie and go, yo, I like that movie?
I've never seen it.
It's terrible.
Good to know.
Yeah, but that's just me. Go see it. I've seen movies where people said, oh, that's terrible, and I watch it and I go, that's really good, and vice versa. So you just have to see it. Oh, you're a French teacher. A French teacher in Romania.
Oh, bonjour, Xiaoba. Comment ça va, mon ami?
Yeah, I can explain this French table to you, brother. So, the particular layout, first of all, what you need to understand is on the French table, on this particular French table, these outside bets, these are all your 1-to-1 outside bets. It's a unique layout, right? So all these, this is high, or excuse me, this is low, 1 through 18, which would be down in the bottom left normally. This is your high, which would be over here in the bottom right. Odd, even, red, black. First dozen, second dozen, third dozen, and then these empty boxes are your columns, which are where these are the only things that are where they're normally at. So the advantage is all these 6 out here, these 6 even money 1-to-1 bets, if it hits a 0, you get 50% of your bet back. So that's the advantage, right? So it costs you nothing in terms of, it's not like Lightning Roulette where you get some banger numbers, but these straight up numbers pay less. Everything pays out the same. If it hits a 0, any of these 6 bets here get paid out 50%. These are 2-to-1 bets. These do not get paid out 50%. Only the 1-to-1 even number bets. Yeah, it's great how you hover it. It shows it on the board. I think most of the tables do that. I can't remember. I think most of the tables do that, right? Where you hover it and it shows you what's covering on the board. I think they mostly do that. See, the only thing I don't like about the board is the red and the black. They don't show you the red and the black numbers here, right? And I think that's a huge miss. Why not? Why aren't they showing the red and the black? I don't know. Right, and that's the thing you have to be careful with, Alfred, is I have played this where I'm so used to these being the dozens that I go to play the way I'm playing now and accidentally put money that's intended for a dozen, which would be over here. I actually end up putting it down on one of these things. So you got to be, Monkey is low. This is your 1-to-18. See how it's highlighted? So Monkey is your low, 1-to-18. And I have no doubt I'm butchering that French terribly. Yeah. So it's a unique layout. I don't know why they needed to do that on this table, because you switch between tables and it's just so different. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to give it the authentic French feel. And if this is how roulette tables in France are actually, then okay, I get it. I don't care for it, but whatever.
Anybody at one point, I don't know about now. They were at one point.
Now, anybody play in France who's seen a table in France at a French casino play it? All French tables are like this in France. Well, no, I can tell you right now, all French online tables are not all like this. There's the auto French table, which has a standard board.
Right. I mean, I will know when I go to Monaco. I mean, I'll be going to Monaco and I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, for sure. Wee. Oh my gosh. Only Liz. And that's what we love about you, Liz.
Wee or wee.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Have you made any progress on your TV shows that I told you?
No, I have them. I just haven't started it.
Oh, you haven't? That's what I'm saying. No progress.
No, because I'm trying to finish up. I mean, I've got Breaking Bad and Banshee going on at the same time. I will start.
Come on, dude.
I will start Yellowstone today. I will start Yellowstone today. I do have the first. I have the first couple seasons of Yellowstone, and I have Working Man. I have Yellowstone. I have the first season of Landman.
It's not Working. I don't know what's Working Man. I haven't seen that. I told
That's
you about
a movie.
Landman, Yellowstone.
It's Working Man is a Jason Statham movie. I like Jason Statham movies, and I like that.
Oh,
it was just okay.
Oh wait. Oh, Working Man. Oh, is that the one with the? Wait, is that a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's good. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. I like Statham
movie. It's just pure action. It's just like
they are. It's typical like, Jason Statham.
Yeah, it's just like, let's put a movie on just to get some entertainment.
Yeah,
and
but I didn't like it as much as I liked Beekeeper.
Oh, Beekeeper was better? Okay.
I thought so, but it's just still. I have a huge man crush on Jason Statham, right? So I like all that he does.
Yeah, I like him. He does a lot of movies.
Where did I see Working Man? A friend of mine gave it to me. A friend of mine gave me these movies.
Just open a ticket in Discord and we'll get you sold.
Yep.
We will help you out in Discord.
What's up, Damien? Yeah, no, zero chance. But you can ask somebody else if they'll give you $10. By chance, is there any chance you could give me $10? I could use the money. I'll give you
$10, Brent.
Oh man, come on! I need that 15,000. I need that 15,000 for my bankroll. That would really help me in my 1 million challenge to get caught up with that.
Yep.
So if I can get the 15,000, and if my monthly stays pretty decent, that will totally get me caught up. Let me see. Where am I supposed to be back? Where am I supposed to be at based on the old schedule here? Let us see. We're in May. So by the end of May, I was supposed to be at $123,000 by the end of May. So I've got a lot of grinding. And I've already let everybody know I'm planning on spending some serious hours with a laptop in front of me, running clever bets with low bets, because I don't want to risk money. I can't afford it. But I'm going to be running clever bets with anywhere between $1 and $5 units. If I'm watching it, I'll run 5. If I want to leave it for periods, I'm going to set it at 10 cents to $1 cents for 5 double streets, depends. But I'm going to only leave a couple hundred in the bankroll. So if it does go through a couple progressions, it'll just stop. And I'll put the stop limit loss. Clever bets let you put it, and it's pretty accurate, but I just don't want to take any chances.
Yeah, me too. I would like whatever I don't, just in case.
Right.
That's what I do too. Oh, is that a loss? No, that's a win.
No, it's a win. All right. Is there anything else anybody wanted to see? I'm going to run that tool again so people can get that tool. We'll run that again tomorrow, and then we'll run it again on Tuesday. Is there anything anybody else wants to see?
Doman, whatever you see on the screen.
Yep. In web development, they call it WYSIWYG. It's an acronym for what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG. So WYSIWYG, what you see is what I have. That's it. What you see is what you get. Yes. Yep. I went on a total fucking pissed off binge yesterday, and it's okay. We're gonna be all right. Yep.
Yeah,
WYSIWYG.
it was frustration gambling. It was frustration gambling. I was just totally pissed at the world. It's just as bad as gambling while you're drunk.
Right.
It's the same shit.
Right. Right.
I did that not too long ago too.
I'm not going to do Virus right now, must-watch games. I'm going to wait a little bit on Virus because even Virus can get up to several $100s, and I'm already down 500 here. Now, we won like 300 earlier, so I'm still at my goal today, but I just can't do Virus right now.
Well, did you play before stream today? Did you make money before stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm actually above my daily target that I've set for myself right now a little bit, but I'm not treating it that way anymore.
Yeah. 5K wager to hit 2 mil. Apparently you're 5K away.
Oh, I'm 5K away? I'll get that today for sure. Just grinding like this. I'm just going to sit there and grind like this the whole time.
Yep.
I mean, we're only at 2,000, but 5K more? Oh, yeah. We'll get 5K more. 5K more. So, fingers crossed. 16 is going to hit? Yeah, absolutely. 16 is going to hit when it hits, but it will hit. Yeah, I want to hope I can win that. All right, I'm going to take a bio break real quick here. I'm going to put this on auto spin, just 5. And I'll be right back. And then if no one has something particular strategy or something they want to see that's not a crazy high risk. Oh, there's 13. Then we'll call it here. All right, now I got to stay here until we recover. All right. Guy's got a nice thick head of hair.
Yep. Damien, yes, you should be able to withdraw. He said.
Yeah, but long answer to that is make sure you don't lock up your balance by taking any of the stupid deposit bonuses or anything like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I guess it depends on how much they deposited when they win that $1, right? If they deposited 10,000, you got to do a 1x rollover on deposits before you can withdraw. So assuming that 1,000 is more than what you deposited, you'll be able to take that out, no problem. But if you put in $100,000, then you can't take that 1,000 profit out. Yeah. Unless you've wagered, I take that back. You have to wager. You have a 1x rollover on deposits.
Yeah. Yeah, like
if
for
you
me,
do
like
the straight deposits, there's also the welcome deposit bonus where they match your deposit up to a certain amount, and if you take that from what other people have posted, it looks like it's a 100x wager requirement. So if you accidentally take that bonus, you're gonna lock up your balance for a very long time.
Yeah. And you're probably gonna play stupid just to meet that requirement. So
and the roulette master strategy, I was gonna go actually. Scout's House posted something. I'll go look at that. Is that the roulette master strategy that he posted? I will.
Scout's House? He posted a bet with Mill like a day or two ago. I don't know if he posted anything from Casino Matchmaker. Yeah, never take casino bonus, guys. Ever. Unless you read the fine print and you know that they're different than other ones. Or it's reasonable. But most of the time it's not reasonable. I was actually on a good tear. I was playing on BetUS and I got the match deposit the match bonus deposit or whatever. And I guess I misunderstood it a little bit or whatever. But I almost met the requirement as I was about to withdraw, but I lost all my bets. I had 4 bad bets on MLB that day or something. And I kept like martingaling-ish. Maybe not martingale, but like tried to get some back and I just kept losing all my bets. So I didn't make it, but I was really doing well. They gave me like a free $25, $50. I was bringing it up and I almost met my requirement. I was gonna make a few hundred, but nope. Went straight down the drain. You won like $6? Well, guess what? That $20 free spin is free. It didn't cost you anything. So, it said I won like $6 in bonus bounce. Oh, sorry. I thought you said I only.
So if that $6 that you won went into your bonus balance, then there's there's a rollover requirement. It's probably just a 1x rollover. So if it's a 1x rollover, you could do what Brent does with the drop codes and everything, which is go to dice, set it at 98%, and just put the whole $6 on it for one spin, and pray to whoever you want to pray to and hope it doesn't hit that 2% loss area.
Right, but what he was saying is also what sucks.
on $6, that is crazy.
20x? Wow. Well, I'm not even gonna bother spinning them then.
Yeah, don't. That's why whatever offers you guys get from the casino, not just Raise, but any casino, if they email you something, if you see something in your account that pops up, do not take it, because they will lock you up, your money up, and give you the worst odds at being able to claim it or withdraw it.
Definitely read all the fine print and make an informed decision.
What is the someone just said about like the roulette master strategy, and Douse, which strategies are you guys talking about you wanted to see in Discord? What are these strategies? I mean, there's a bunch in here. I'm trying to think which one was...
I don't know which one you wanted to see.
Yeah, which one are you talking about? Someone said the Roulette Master strategy. What strategy is that? What strategy is that? 2 chips on the second dozen, 1 chip on 10 to 15, 1 chip on 22 to 27. 2 chips on the second dozen. Okay, let me lay this out. And so you're saying, let's refresh this. You're saying 2 chips on the second dozen, 1 chip on the 10 to 15, and 1 chip on the 22 to 27. That's it? And then is it just martingale, or what's the progression look like? Oh, you posted a bet with most strat. I see. Okay.
Okay, so that's the one you posted like a day or 2 ago.
Okay, so you martingale on losses. Okay. And it did really well on Roulette Master's channel. And by the way, I'm going to be having a recorded video. I'm going to be doing I told you guys before, but look for it. I need to ping him. I'll be doing an interview with, I'll be interviewing while we play Roulette Master. And that won't be a live stream thing, but I'll ask him if he wants to do a live stream, but I think I'm going to do a video so I can just concentrate and not have to worry about distractions. All right. I don't know how far we'll go with this, but let's see. So obviously you're covering this dozen. Obviously you want to hit these 6 numbers on the inside here. That's where you want to hit. That's your banger. By another loss, you put again 2 chips extra on second dozen and 1 chip extra on the streets. Can someone interpret? I'm not really sure in what he's saying. By a loss, you double. By another loss, you put again 2 chips, so you don't double again. You're just going up 2 chips. I'm not sure what he's saying. Two chips on the second dozen, 1 chip.
On the first loss, you double, and if you suffer another loss, rather than doubling, you're putting 2 extra chips on the second dozen and 1 extra chip on each of the streets.
Oh, so it would have been just easier to say it's a ladder progression. Every loss, you're just adding 1 unit, because that means the first loss is always a double, but you're literally just going up by 1 unit the entire time. So yeah, if you guys are going to say that, just say you ladder it up. There's a 20. Okay, that doesn't get us back. I don't know how I don't know if I'm crazy about this strategy, but okay, we'll see. So yeah, it should have been a ladder. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to favorites and add this. Oh shit, I can't. I'm so used to build a bet. Now I'm so used to build a bet. You get spoiled on that build a bet. All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's an opportunity. There we go. What is that? That's a partial win there too. All right. So recovery could be a bit slow on this one, which sort of scares me, but let's see how it goes. But when you are not in profit, you stay on the bet side. Yeah. I figured you stay here until you recover, for sure. Okay. So I'm going to build this. Once we go, I'm going to go back to base bet and I'm going to add it to the favorite so we can just click 1 unit and go up 1 base bet on every loss. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Very nice. All right. 1, 2, 1, 1. And we'll come in here and go save the last bet. And I'm just gonna, for right now, I'm gonna just call it Roulette Master. Does he have a name for this? What is this called? What did he name this? Do you remember, Ben? Do you remember? What does he call this thing? Oh well, we'll just call it Roulette Master for now. So yeah, I'm gonna give Roulette Master a ping and see if he's available this week. There's another profit. And maybe do a video and have that released sometime later. And it'll be literally, I'll just be playing for the $1 million challenge. But I'll say, hey, what do you want to play? What's your favorite strategy? You know, stuff like that. So it'll be actively playing and getting his input, as well as asking him about his new channel. He just rolled out a new channel a couple weeks ago, sort of his greatest hits channel. I think it's a smart idea because if YouTube keeps cracking down the way they are and you get a channel flagged, at least if you have a backup channel, you can move to that. I suppose our backup channel is AOP University. All right, so we're going up 1 unit, which the first time is a martingale. Oh, it was from Thursday this week. Okay. Okay. Why not try 3 units on black and 5 units on the first dozen line? You mean column? I think you mean column. Okay, yeah, so why not try 3 units on black and 5 units on the first column? You have more red numbers than black numbers. I think you mean the third column. The first column is the bottom column, and that has an even number. The second and the third columns, that's where you have differences, with the second column having more blacks and the third column having more reds. So I think that's what you're talking about there. Mr. Tester, you have more red lines, so you have good coverage. When you hit black on the first line, it's a double win. Yeah, I mean, I've tested those. I've played those here. I don't mind testing it, but I would definitely go down to 10-cent bet on those. In fact, I should be going down to 10 cent on this as well. But I'll play this one through, and then we're gonna go. I shouldn't be playing with this large of a bets, but we'll go test that. Every time I've tested that, they don't work out well. All right, you know what? I made my bets wrong, didn't I? What is going on there? And this is supposed to be, is it second column or second dozen? I think I'm supposed to be on the second dozen, right? Yeah, 2 chips on the second dozen. Sorry, so I've screwed this up already. So I need to move this bet over to the thing. So let's get rid of this. That would have been a win. Oh no, this is a second dozen. I'm sorry. I just got rid of that bet and I didn't need to. I'm so screwed. I'm so screwy. All right, let's get one more win. Go over there. We'll do that. It's a pretty common thing to do the black with the red in either the first column or the second column. We can do that. This is why I'm not crazy about the French table. It's just so different that it's easy to get things screwed up because your dozens are over here. Why you'd want your dozens over here instead of lined up underneath? I don't know. Those crazy French. Those crazy French. This is high. This is 19 through 36, Damien. Passe is 19 through 36. That's the high. Low, high, odd, even, red, black. First dozen, second dozen, or first dozen, second dozen, third dozen. First column, second column, third column. So columns are really the only thing that's in the same place. Your English is fine, my friend. Your English is fine. All right, there's a banger hit. That's what we were looking for right there. All right, let's get out of here real quick and go over to Prague, where we can go down on our bet sizes. I mean the first line. I think you mean the third. Okay, the columns go 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, these are all 10 cents. Okay, we'll take any of these. Let's see, we'll just go roulette table 3. What's up, Doggy G? Damien, get out of the chat. All right, here. Let's go with 10 cents. We're gonna go 2 units here. 1 unit here. This is much better. We did well. We had 33 bucks, but let's go with 10 cents and then we'll go to the other one. We're going to go here. Okay, there we go. So now we can easily go up 1 unit. All right. So, and the way you want to do it, you wanted to do what? 3 units. You want to do 3 units on black and 5 units on the up here. That way you're covering the reds and you get 4 banger numbers. So you want 3 and 5, huh? I don't know if I've seen that ratio 3 and 5 before using that strategy. I think I've more seen it like 2 and 3 or
yeah, it's normally 2 and 3, and I think he has it flipped around. I think he wants 5 on black and 3 on the column. And what that gives you is basically on the column it gives you 11 unit win on the black in the column, the red, and then a 2 unit win on all the other blacks in the other 2 columns. And you're right, it is a variation of the 3-2 strategy that you're used to.
So 5 on black, 3 on the 3rd column is what he's saying.
3rd column, 2nd column, doesn't matter.
Well, unless he wants to have more blacks to get more banger numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better on the 2nd column for that very reason that you said earlier. You have more blacks on the 2nd column, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8 banger numbers that give you 11 units.
Right.
The reds in that column will give 1 each profit still. And then the blacks in the 1st and 3rd column would give you 2 units profit each.
Okay, we'll give it a go. We'll do 5 on black and 3 on the 2nd column. Oh my gosh. See, I could totally see this one often going for periods of time. So as long as you have your progressions, I think it's fine. But man, there's a lot of on the sides. There's 6 streets, right? This is only covering half. This is only covering half. So you're covering 18 numbers, of which 6 of those 18s are really good numbers, and the other 12 are profitable but not great. Oh, this is what we're going. This is what's happening. All right, here we go. This is why I'm glad we went down to 10-cent units, so I don't have to stress so much about it. All right, thanks for the update, Stub Boss. Whew. I'm hoping I can keep that 220. It does not look like they've made a lot of leeway into that, so I'm going to cross my fingers that whomever is number 1 and number 2, if they've kind of like gone, okay, I've already spent enough money getting here. I'm hoping they're not kind of waiting for that last dash to pull out on to pull forward on the last sprint. Yeah, this is exactly what happens when I play like this. I swear, these dealers. All right, 1 good hit is all we need. One of those 13, 14, 15, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, the first column, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd goes from the bottom to the top. Dozens goes left to right. That's how it is. So 3rd column is at the top, 1st column's at the bottom. That's what you say after work. All right, there's another fucking loss. Wow. Ouch. You better have your progressions ready to go on this one. You need to have your progressions ready to go on this one. And you better hope you hit those 6 numbers, because recovery isn't exactly fast on this if you don't hit those, right? If you don't hit those 4 bangers, that's not a lot of bangers, 6 bangers. So Yeah, Craig, I agree. That is the same. It's just working things around, right? Oh my gosh. 8, 8, 34, 28, 28 repeaters. This one, how many have we lost in a row now? We've lost 8 in a row. Yeah, that's fine. You're covering 18 numbers is the same as betting the outside 1-to-1 bets. And look at, we've gone 8 without hitting at all. I did the low bankroll series video today, and I said, I personally, if you really want to be careful, I wouldn't do outside bets with less than 14 progressions, because too often I've gone 8 to 10 all the time. There we go. At least that's a win. But look, it's not much of a recovery. So this one, my problem with this is, man, you really need to hit those 6 numbers. Otherwise, recovery can be long and painful. Especially if you keep hitting out, you win one, then you lose one. You win 1 or 2, then you lose one. But if you like 18 number systems and you like the bangers, I can see this. This is not what I would play, but hey, Ben says he's doing well with it. And if you like this, if you like playing the outside bets, that's cool. Especially since you're only going up 1 unit. There is a banger. No, it's not a banger. Damn it. Oh, recovery is very painful if you don't hit those. What is my most recommended one for you? My most recommended, my friend, would be to go back and just watch the low bankroll series. Those kind of cover all the strategies. What I recommend, I don't like recommending, because like I said, you got to choose a strategy that fits you. You gotta fit one, right? I'm only telling you, I love 9 street and 5 double streets. Those are my bread and butter, but they may not be good. Oh yes, amen. And that doesn't even get us into recovery. Damn. So even when we hit a banger, it doesn't get us into recovery. That's our 3rd win. Oh, I definitely don't like this strategy. Definitely not. It would be interesting, since you're covering half, it'd be interesting with this bet just to play 2 dozens, split it in half and play 2 dozens and see how that would fare against this. But not my, if you get past a couple losses and you go deep like us, recovery can be a pain. And then this is what's going to happen, right? Our bets get bigger and we start losing. So let's hope we can get a couple, we can get a string of wins going on in the second column. But yeah, three wins without being in recovery and a banger, a jackpot number, a jackpotish number. That to me is no good. That to me is no good. In this case, I'd rather have a system. I would rather just have a system that pays the same all the way around. If you're going to have jackpot numbers, man, I think they should really be jackpot numbers. Because if you're going to limit yourself to 6 jackpot numbers out of all of it, okay, that's a partial win. There we go. But that didn't even recover from the previous loss. So we got to win. Ugh. The bets get higher. A banger goes wild now. I don't know. I mean, that was 8 progressions, Ben, and that banger didn't do shit for us, really. I mean, look at, that's not going wild. But now that we're staying at this level, a banger would be nice, because you won. Now if we get a banger after you're already getting close, I suppose, but this isn't what I call a banger. But these partial losses are helping. God, look how many wins it's taken us just to recover. Damn. What do I think about 7 streets? Yeah, some people like 7 streets. I don't care for 7 streets. I mean, let me put it this way. 9 streets, I already get a lot of losses. Now you can make the argument. I know that Kirk with cruising and craps, I know that I don't know anymore, but I know that he was on a 7 street kick for a while and he really liked it. That's fine. Your recovery is obviously better than 9 streets, but man, I don't know. I just think your streaks going too long. All right, we're getting a bunch of partial wins. This is a lot of wins for a recovery. I feel like just doing a unit on 3 columns or a unit on 3 streets is a better way to do. I think you mean double streets. not streets. 3 units, 3 streets is only 9 numbers. So I think you mean double streets or a line. I think. So I'm not a fan of 7 streets, but you know, again, it's pros and cons. There we go. This finally gets us up into a very, very, very slight amount of profit. That, and maybe we had an exceptionally bad run, but I could see this happening fairly frequently when I play it, because that's the kind of luck I have when I play outside in 2 dozens. So we'll see. In the leaderboard, when I get my reward, you get your, like, our leaderboard or their leaderboard? Their leaderboard, I don't know how long. I would assume their leaderboard pays out fairly. I'll tell you guys, if I'm still on the leaderboard by the time we get done, I'll tell you. Our leaderboard, probably take a couple days, I would imagine.
We didn't have an April leaderboard.
Right. Yeah, we had no April leaderboard, but the new leaderboard for May, the May leaderboard, they have agreed to pay us like 1 business day after the end of the month ends. So we'll have to wait. If that business day, if the end of the month, let's say, ends on a Friday, we won't get paid probably, but they also told me that I could just ping them and they would pay me. So I think we'll get the money. Oh my gosh. This lady is just hitting the edges. So I would expect you to get paid your leaderboard issue, get paid, you know, anywhere between as quickly as 1 day to 5-6 days, I would guess, at the worst, depending on where the end of the month ended. So, are you even on the leaderboard, Doubler? Are you on the leaderboard right now? And I'm assuming your name is Doubler as well. Or what's your name in what is your player name? Oh my gosh. All right, I officially hate this strategy. I officially hate this strategy. I don't hate it. It's just there's so many numbers, and if the recovery was great, I wouldn't mind it, but the recovery is not good. The recovery is not great. And there's just too much chance of hitting on the outside.
Oh, Doubler is Christmas winner.
Oh, you're Christmas winner? I doubt you'll be on the leaderboard at all. All right, there's a banger. Finally. Whew.
He's currently number 20 for
20.
the month of May.
Oh, yeah, because he was actually banned from our server, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you were banned from our server, so...
He wouldn't be able to make a ticket.
You won't be able to make a ticket. So my suggestion, and I'm just being honest with you, is I would cancel the account. I'd cancel your account or take your money out and create another account under another affiliate so that you can take advantage of the benefits of being an affiliate, because what you did came in and what you did was just not cool, man. I mean, we were busting our ass to get our affiliates really good, and to come in there and just kind of just be fucking doing that stuff. And it was some of that between him and some of the other people that were coming in, and just when we were trying to work so fucking hard to get a great deal for our affiliates, and just to have that shit, it's just all right, let's go look at that other one. I think Scout said he posted one, so let me go find it. Is this money layout? Is that the one that he's talking about? This one was bet with Mo's YouTube channel the other day. The bets are 2 units on each of the 5 streets. Oh, we played this the other day. We did this the other day. Let me build it. We did this the other day, David. Yeah, we did play this. All right. 2 units. 2 units. One unit. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. Is that right? 20 units. Yep. All right, here we go. Let's see what the progression is. This is a martingale system, but return to base. Okay, so it's just martingale. Yeah, we played this one. We played this one the other day. I don't remember how it turned out. All right, there's a win. Very nice. Very nice. Doubler, it wasn't about agreeing to disagree. That's not the problem. The problem wasn't agreeing to disagree. People disagree with me all the time. I don't have an issue with disagreement. I have an issue with what you were saying and how you were saying it in our channel. What's up, Dave Verbeek? I hear some stories. Really? What you were saying, I don't even remember what you were saying, honestly. There's been so much that happened over the last couple of days. We got a Martin. It wasn't agreeing to disagree. What was he saying, guys? He was like, where's my bonus? Where's my $50 bonus money? And then you guys kept it. Everybody was explaining, right? And he just kept coming after it. I don't see my bonus money. Where is it? And just getting, you know.
After being told to stop.
Yeah, several times. Explaining and say, please stop, don't ask again. Just kept hounding on it.
You fucked up. Move on, dude.
I played this and compared it to Mickey Mouse the other night. Oh, and how did it do? Do you remember? I think it did okay. I don't think it did bad from what I remember, but I don't remember. Working the weekends, double pay. I turned $10 into 4K last month. Wow. You turned $10. What were you playing, brother? What's up, Dwayne Dewey? You hear some stories. I like that. You've heard some stories. You heard rumors. You've heard some rumors. Ooh, Dave Verbeek has what my daughter calls tea. There's a nice hit. Dave Verbeek has some tea. Keno and Roulette, super lucky, man. Hey, you know what? Sometimes luck is amazing. Sometimes luck is amazing. You don't get a $50 bonus, Chris. There's no more $50 bonus. It's all gone. We will be getting some bonus codes for those. We will most likely, we'll announce it, but we'll most likely be having wager races for a certain wager amount. And the first X number to get to a certain wager amount will get bonuses. But the system was massively abused, and so we had to stop it. And there's no more. It beat Mickey Mouse, but you didn't play it too long, and when you stopped it, the next two numbers were 0-0 back to back. Well, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I get what you're saying, but let's see, because what does this cover here? This 20 numbers? Yeah, I lost over $100,000, Dave. How's that? How much did you lose? I'm pretty sure I lost more than you did. I rage bet. I pissed off bet. So almost just like, I fucked it bet. Anyway. No, we had too many people. We had a massive number of people. Just somebody came into our Discord. One of the people that created the tickets, and I'll be interested to go back through the tickets and see how many names in there we don't recognize. It'll be disappointing if we recognize all of the names. There's a nice 0. And then took that, and either I wouldn't doubt it if they took the code and went to another Discord channel and spread the word on another Discord channel. That's what I think. Is doing 50 or 75 a day a possible? Well, I mean, that's kind of a weird question because it depends on what your bankroll is, right? Is doing $15 or $75 possible with $1? Anything's possible. Is it probable? Probably not. You won 2.2K in the last 12 days. Nice, man. That's good, prof. Do you think if I have a bankroll of 5K can get like at least 1 or 2% every day? Absolutely. I think 1 to 3% is very, very doable in the long run. I think if you get comfortable, 3 to 5% is very doable. I don't recommend, if you're watching my low bankroll challenge, I don't recommend 10% unless you're really, really comfortable and you're really, you've had some experience. I think that 3%, between 3 and 5% is a very doable, but 1 to 3 is even more doable. No, I like it. I don't have anything against it. I don't remember how it played out. So it's right now, look at, we're 7-1, man. We're 7-1. We're doing well. We're doing really well. So this one, strategies like this and Mickey Mouse, it gives you this false impression that you're covering the whole board. But when you really look at it, right, you've got 9 numbers here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you got these 17 numbers that aren't covered. You almost have half the board not covered, but when you look at it visually, it feels like you have the whole board covered. No, actually, yeah, 17, 18 numbers, right? 18 numbers, 17 numbers uncovered. Yeah, that's right. All right. And luckily, I forgot to go up a unit there, so it just saved us one there. Almost done at your parents. All right, brother. You're good at blackjack? How good are you at blackjack? Like, what do you normally, how much do you normally play? What is your bankroll, Piranha? And I don't care if it's $10, $100, $1,000, I'm just kind of curious, what do you normally play and what is your normal profit level? Recently or last year, I don't understand All in Green's question. I must have missed. So we're lucky we missed one progression. Otherwise we'd be in the hole right now. Oh, and we're supposed to be martingaling too. Oh, well, the good news is if we do get a win, we're going to be better because I didn't martingale. I missed one whole progression and I was only going up 1 unit. So the first one's fine because that's a martingale, but our bets would have been much bigger previous to this. What's up, robot? Anyway, let's go look. I redid my rake back at the beginning. So I don't know how much I've wagered, but I've got $44, almost $45 in rake back, and I have not wagered that much today. Oh boy. All right, we need to hit a split, okay? We need to hit a split. We need a split. I play with $10 some days. I profit to 50 or 70, then stop. Man, if you're taking $10 and profiting $50 or $70 each time, that's pretty amazing. I mean, are you consistently taking $10 and making 50 to 70? Because if that's the case, I would only play roulette for fun if I were you, with just a little bit. If you're able to do what you're saying you're doing consistently, then why play anything else? Because those are hard numbers to beat. You're talking 7x, 5 to 7xing your bankroll every day. Wow. That's, I have to say that. I mean, what is your bet size? What is your bet size? I do terrible with her, James. She is my curse. There's some of these dealers who I just don't do well. She is one of them. When she usually comes to a table, I now leave this table. I normally don't play if this dealer's here. There's a guy that I don't play with. Anyway. But I'm kind of curious what your $10, how long do you play and what is your bet size, right? Because if your minimum bet, I just want to know what your minimum bets are, because I mean, to give yourself, you have to be very fucking lucky not to lose a couple hands in a row if you're martingaling or whatever you're doing. Do I think they have magnets? No. What's up, Benzo? Nah, I'll play. We're just playing for fun, James. I don't mind. We're playing with low dollar amounts, so I don't mind. No, I don't believe they have magnets whatsoever. Even when I have shitty runs, I've had shitty runs all over the place. I've had shitty runs in-person casinos. All right, we're martingale again as soon as this is over. We're up to a 16. We really need to hit a split, right? Where does a straight up pay better? Let's see, a straight up with 35 to 1. The split 17 plus another 11. 28. No, so we want to hit a straight up, I think. Straight ups pay better. So we want to hit the 0, the 5, the 11, the 17, or the 23. That's what we're hoping for right now. All right. But instead we get this. Oof. Instead we get this. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, they don't need magnets. I mean, they just have yeah. First of all, they have people like me that'll get pissed off and then just fuck bet. You know what I mean? All right. There we go. Bingo. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we'll play a couple more hands and then I'm going to go to Mickey Mouse. And we'll see how Mickey Mouse. Now, if I actually want to make Mickey Mouse as aggressive as this, I won't do Mickey Mouse. The progressions on Mickey Mouse, I'll make harder. And that'll be a better comparison because this one's martingaling the whole time. So it's not fair because this one goes from 2 to 4 to 8, whereas Mickey Mouse doesn't. It goes from 2 250, right? I mean, it's a much softer progression. So let's compare it. Oh, there's a nice straight up. All right, let's keep going. How many is that? That's 15. We'll go to 20 spins and then we're going to go to Mickey Mouse. Yeah, when you think about the magnet thing, it just doesn't make sense, especially considering that these providers are providing for multiple casinos. So I've said this before, which casino are they going to pick to make that player lose, right? Because if I'm this casino, I don't give a shit that that player on your casino is betting more than the player that's betting big on my casino, you know, and that you're going to make that player lose at the expense of making the guy that's betting big on me win. Nope. And yeah, it's only the people that lose that say, "Oh, this is bullshit. It's a magnet. It can't be happening." Fuck. Like Brad said the other day, we were playing and I lost the $8,000 or $10,000 and it happened to me yesterday too. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 36 or whatever it was. I mean, it was in fucking sane. Man, that's just probabilities. That's just how it happens. All right, let's go. So I can't tell if that's recovered or not. I think it is. So we're gonna go back to base bet here. We're at 17, 3 more spins. Yeah, exactly. The magnet theory just doesn't hold to me on this. If you're gonna go with the magnet theory, you're better off going with the magnet theory on a casino that wheel is only for that casino. That's the only time that magnet theory holds true to me. And even then, I don't believe it unless you're playing out of some really shitty, shady website. Even if it targets the least bet number, crypto, let's take that. Let's go with that. Let's say 35 is the least bet number. So all the other casinos have least, but I'm a casino and I have a player betting 10 grand on 35. Are you going to take that least bet number? Or do you go to the next least bet number? I mean, it's just too much. And then instantly it's going to be constantly monitoring and changing this wheel. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, there's a loss. We're going to martingale again. Here we go. All right, let's go. Give us a straight up. Could be based on profit and loss. Wow. Now you're talking a lot. Now you're saying that these casinos are all these providers who only provide these tables now have database access into the casino's individual player accounts. And all of us that are in this casino, the system is quickly pulling up the P&L of all the players across and just, oh man, alive. I'm not saying it couldn't be done, but all right, that was 20, but I want to keep going to recover, okay? So we're going to keep going to recovery here. I don't want to leave it like this. I think if you're martingaling and betting 9 streets, it keeps you out of betting against a streak. Well, I mean, it just depends on what 9 streets you're betting on. You could, like, I could play Centipede 3 and it, like it did yesterday, hit 0, 1, 2, 3, hit all those goalpost numbers and you're screwed, right? Come on, give us one. Oh my gosh. All right. So there's no magic strategy. Look, I mean, we're now hoping that we hit one of those numbers, one of those splits or straight ups. So we have a pretty good chance, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 numbers that should pay pretty well and get us back up, I believe. Oh, good. Brick and mortar helping you a lot. Nice. Yeah, the electronic ones, anything electronic, personally, I think is just, you got to be steering clear. All right, there we go. So that hit. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. Let's go. Oh, I didn't get that last one on there. That's all right. Actually, since we're not going to go through the progressions. There we go. What the heck? Oh man. There we go. All right. Ooh, dang it. I just lost the win. Oh well, we'll start over here. A lot of really big poker sites got shut down for cheating. Why would a normal casino be any different? What big poker sites got shut down for cheating? What sites are you talking about? So I'm shorted $1.60 here, people. I'm shorted $1.60 right here.
And how did they cheat the robot?
Well, first of all, he said a lot of big sites. Give us like 3 big sites. I would love to look it up and see what happens. What are the 3? Give me 3. You said a lot of big sites. A lot of really big poker sites got shut down for cheating. Give us 3 to 5. And you're talking poker, right? Are you talking roulette? Are you talking gambling sites or specifically poker?
Full tilt? That was a while ago.
That was a while ago?
Full tilt. Someone said full tilt. I'm pretty sure that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I have a full tilt shirt. And the question were those... Ooh, so they shaved off 20 grand off me, huh? They took 20 grand off my lead? Damn. Yeah, the magnet, yeah. All right, here we go. I get to add another $1.60 to that. Whoops. Absolute poker. Oh, so it was just poker sites. I see. Are those the same as like, now that poker site, were they hosting out like this, where they were playing from a provider and that provider, multiple casinos were pulling, or was that poker site just for that casino? That casino was running their own poker table. Because like I said, that's a lot different. That's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening here, right? What's happening here is this provider is farming out, is a provider for all these casinos to grab into, right? So if that poker site, I'm curious if it was a provider that was providing to a bunch of casinos and they got caught cheating, right? There's the difference. Own tables. Yeah. Like I said, that's a huge difference, I think.
Yeah, the full tilt thing was more about there was a Ponzi scheme going on behind
Oh,
the
really? A
scenes. So
Ponzi scheme?
Apparently, it had nothing to do with the actual players, guys. Like, they weren't cheating to be like, oh yeah, this player is gonna win instead of this player. They weren't cheating like that. It was more like back end stuff, like legalities and stuff. And we're talking about magnets. Those are two separate things, guys. Magnets is like literally cheating to make a player lose. Those poker sites that close like full tilt has nothing to do with cheating to make one person win over the other person.
I see. Okay. Right. So yeah, I just think when you think about all of the players that are playing from the different casinos, it just, you're talking about a huge conspiracy that just becomes very difficult, right? And it's sort of like chemtrails. People believe in the chemtrails from the airplane. Do you know how many people would have to be in on this conspiracy globally for the chemical companies to be providing commercial air jets with chemicals that they're spraying all over the world? I have yet to understand the concept. And some people say, oh, they're purposely changing the weather. Why? Why again would they want to destroy the earth like this? I don't know. There's just too many things, right? They say if you want to commit the perfect crime, you do, you know, the more people you have in your thing, the worse it is. You want to have as few people as possible, right? All right, here we go. So, this has, right? This has the same exact bets, $2. They both have $2, 2 units, or excuse me, $2 is the total bet placement on this one. The other one covered, what did I say? The other one covered more. The other one has a higher coverage. I think there was 17. Right, is that right? So there was 20, it was covering, no, they're exactly the same. 20 number coverage. So these both are 20 number coverage. Oops, I don't want that. And my guess would be if you played both these 20 number coverages over a period of time, they're both going to come out pretty similar. That's good. All right, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm missing one bet, but that's fine. We won that very first one, and that $1.60 is critical, but who cares? All right, we'll see how this does after 20. Was it 22? Okay, we'll see how it does after 22 spins. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's go. My dad works at a tribal casino. The money made from slots daily is unbelievable. Oh yeah, slots. Slots
is money generator.
Slots and originals, right? For here online, slots number 1, probably originals 2. That shit is the money maker. They got the worst RTP in the house.
Yep.
What's up, all on green? Just got caught up. Okay, well, stand by for Monday's shocker, the video that drops tomorrow. Watch for tomorrow. Ugh. I like the recap. What do you mean the recap?
He wants you to show the sheet at the end of the beginning of the stream and end.
Oh,
of the
the Excel
beginning. Yeah, but for video purposes, we're not gonna do that at the beginning, guys. I was talking with Brent that we're even gonna cut out intros potentially, or most likely, and we're just gonna get straight into videos.
Today's video, I actually placed my first bet before I even start recording, and we're straight on the table as it goes, and that way the bet's already going. The bet's already going, and then I have the Excel showing that the current, it's embedded in the screen in there. And I don't have it on initially, but then I talk about it, click it while we're betting. So there's 0 downtime. And I'm really trying to time stamp the videos. The 10K challenge video, that's definitely, I'm trying to keep that right around 15 minutes, 15, 20 maybe. And the 1 million challenge, I'm trying to keep right around 20. If it's, for whatever reason, I definitely don't want to go past 30 minutes, but I'm trying to keep both those things at around 20 minutes. How many raised telegrams? There's 2 raised telegrams. There's a VIP telegram, and there is a regular telegram for non-high, non-VIP level wagers. And man, I gotta tell you, the VIP telegram drops. Those are anywhere between $75, $100, $200 code drops. Pretty sweet. I haven't seen one today, I don't think.
Let me take a look. Last one was at 10 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, so I haven't seen a code drop yet today, so I'm hopeful.
Yeah, both of them, both raised 10 and 10. Yeah. Well, let's see. Usually they don't drop one till. Oh, yesterday they dropped one at 4:29 in the morning.
Yeah.
We didn't get one today.
Because it's like Australia, so they drop. It's sort of like the other casinos where like shuffle sometimes, where we're getting code drops at bad hours for us over here.
And they only do 2 drop codes a day. They've been pretty somewhat consistent with the timing. Well, not really, actually. But
David says the other system has 14 numbers, right? So that's just the trade-off. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, does it really matter? Because it has 14 numbers, but those numbers pay more. But then it's got numbers that don't pay as much. I contend that over time, you got to look at 2 things. Just like I was talking about when I was going up against Magic Raven, it's not just a profit. You got to look at how deep they got. We're not in negative yet. We haven't even gone into negative yet. So it's not, you got to take the whole thing as a whole and do it out over a little bit of time and see how they play out. I contend that the coverage, whether you decide to put jackpots in there or not, you could have one session where you're hitting jackpots like crazy. Look at this. She's just nailing us right and left here now.
Dude,
anyways,
Stub, you've been
what's up,
all
Stub?
day.
What's that?
He's been up. He said it's 7:30 a.m. in Stub, where he is, and I think he was here at the beginning of stream too.
Yeah,
That's
what are
crazy.
you doing up so late, Stub? You were up all night or what?
I believe he was here at the beginning of stream too.
Yeah, Stub's been here. Man. So let's see, Australia. It's Australia, New Zealand. It's 9:30 a.m. there. You're another hour and a half. No, I know you're not arguing, David.
I'm good, John. How are you?
We're not recovered
Hey,
yet. I'm doing well today. Today is a much better day. What's up, Kenneth? Now this isn't our Kenneth Kenny, is it? Right?
I don't know. I don't
think that's
I
our
live
Kenny
on
Kenny.
USA time. Oh, he lives on USA time. Interesting.
Oh, you live on USA. Is that just because of what? Why do you live on USA time? Just because this? I like sites that you like to gamble with and stuff?
No, this is a different Ken.
You're from Belgium. Okay, you're a different Kenny. I keep hoping that Kenny will be able to rejoin us.
Yeah, I know. He said he's been really busy. He's been in touch with Ken a little bit. I haven't
Yeah.
heard from him at all.
What's up, Finland? How do you say hello in Finnish? How do you say hello in Finnish? And make sure if you can, write it phonetically in English, so I can, if it's got a funky sound to it. If it's not, you can just write it any way you want.
Tadeve? I don't know that's the proper way of pronouncing it.
What a bangers for the Roulette Master System? Is that the one we just did previous? Is that right? The Roulette Master System? That's the one we did previous to this? Turv. Okay, Turv. That's how you say. All right, Turv.
Oh, you sleep from 3 p.m. to midnight as a habit. God. But do you work now, Stub?
Turv. I love learning new stuff.
He's like, more.
More.
It was that rar.
All right, what are we at here? We're at 20. We got 2 more spins. Oops, don't want that.
I said it right. You're retired now. Okay, nice. Just like Brent.
Now, is your retired, or it means you live on the street?
Oh, come on, Brent.
And you're bumming internet. You're bumming internet like at a cafe or at a Circuit City or something. You're at Circuit City on one of their computers.
All right, Stub. I gotta follow your bets then. You gotta post them more in the Discord chat.
Oh, sports betting. Woo. You're always retired.
I'm always retired. Walmart parking lot.
I don't think she's spelling tarded right. I think she spelled it tired. I think she meant to spell that I think she meant sort of to have that be an A, Liz. Is that right? It meant horsecock. Oh, great. He just told me to say horsecock. Thanks a lot. All right. So these 2 strategies pretty much overall ended up the same today. I don't remember how deep the other one went, but I think if you play this 10 times with the same coverage, whether you give banger numbers, they'll just go back and forth. But overall, they'll end up pretty much in the same place over the long run, and at least close enough to, I think. So that's why I say keep it simple, stupid. I don't think you need to be creative like that, but that's just me. I do like seeing those creative ones, but I think these, they end up close enough. This one slightly edged it, and I don't think it went nearly as deep at the initial, but the other one had some bad bets. Like I say, it's kind of tough to compare because every session that you spin is going to be different, right? It's just totally different, but they both have the same coverage. They both have the same, and that's why I say, if we were to play these 10 times on the same wheel at the same time, I'm going to bet that they come out so close overall that you don't need to play differently funky like that. If you don't want to, you can just keep it simple, whatever. But that's just me. Man, we've been going for almost 4 hours on a Sunday. I'm going to call it. I'm hungry. It's beautiful outside. I'm tired. And I actually don't want to scroll down, but I want to go see. I guess I could have put it on another monitor. I want to see where I'm at with the. I want to see if those guys are going to crush my dreams and take over first place on the challenge here coming up. So we'll see. Anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys very, very much. It's a new day. It's a new session moving forward between now and the end of the year. We're going to play it like this. And we are going to rebuild bigger, stronger, faster. We have the technology. So I won't be the $1 million man, but I'll be the $1 million bankroll man. Can we do that? The $1 million bankroll man, Brent Austin. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks, James. Thanks, Kenneth, Mike, Stub Boss. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Liz, thanks for jumping in. I hope you can join us way more. And yeah, we're going to do better. We're going to do well. Wish me luck on that leaderboard. That would be a great 15,000. Mr. Visuals, take care. Wish me luck. I keep an eye on that. I'll be back in Discord if we win that. I'll be back in Discord. If I lose out, I'll be like, oh man, that sucks, because that 15,000 would really be very, very nice right now. But anyway, all right, cheers, guys. Be good humans. All right, be good to yourself, and go kick some ass. All right, cheers.
Later.